Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great-grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You got to be awake. Because, baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is where we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take, or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn thing.
What is going on? We are back, man. Let me know if y'all can hear me out there, man. We are back, man. Y'all see the title of what's going on today, man. Do you agree or disagree? Y'all don't even know what the topics are. So just wait, because we're going to get into it, see if you really agree or disagree. Because, man, oh, man, we're going to talk about some things, and we're going to see what's the word. We're going to see what the word is. But let me know where you're tuning in from, man. Hope everybody's having a great day. Whether you're at work, whether you're off today, whether you're out and about. Let me know, man. How you feeling? Where you from? Let me know what's up, man. We finna get into it, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because we finna take this thing up, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching on a different platform that's not YouTube right now. So, hey, we here. Hey, listen. Shout out to the DC. Shout out to the 573. Columbia, Missouri in the building. Atlanta in the building. Texas in the building. Houston in the building. San Diego in the building. Oh boy. Omaha, Nebraska in the building. I went to college out there. They ain't joining for them Huskers, but man, we ain't doing that, dog. Chi-Town in the building. North Carolina in the building. 229 in the building. The 504 in the building. New Orleans in that building. Yo. Happy holidays, man. We almost to that new year. Bring that thing in, man. Sweden in the building. Miami in the building. H-Town in the building. Michigan in the building. Birmingham, Alabama in the building. Oh, boy. We got somebody from Canada up in here. Australia up in the building. Y'all see how we rocking, man. We're hitting all coasts in the United States and even overseas, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. We finna get right into it, man. I just want to see where everybody tuning in from today, man. Hope, like I said, man, hope y'all having a lovely day. But the first thing we got to get into, and we got to talk about this. Coach Prime's tweet. Darn. I looked at the portal doing the bankhead bounce. Just when I thought Santa was on his way back to the North Pole, he dips off. Santa, please, drop another D tackle, cornerback, linebacker, and one more pass rusher to Boulder. I believe Santa. I believe. Hashtag Coach Prime. See you Buffs. Now let's get into it. Do you agree that we need another corner, another D lineman, another linebacker? Or do you disagree? For me, I agree we do need another linebacker. I've said we need to get two. We already got one, but we need to get two. So I agree upon that. Edge rusher, I can disagree on that. Interior defensive lineman, I can agree. That's where things get interesting. When you talk about a corner, that we need to add one more corner, right? When you got Cooper, when you got Travis, when you got Cormani, when you got Carter Stoudemire, right? That's your top four corners. And then we brought in the transfer corner. So we got five. And then you got Bree Love as number six. Do we really need another corner? What does that have to say? What is the message behind having another corner? There's nothing wrong with not having enough corners, right? Because somebody gets hurt, like what we seen inside the season, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But when you say another corner, are we talking starter caliber corner or a depth piece of corner? That's what things really get interested in. But man, a corner hit the portal. A walk on defensive back hit the portal today, right? So now, are we replacing him with a scholarship corner? Or are we taking another walk-on corner? And that's why I said, do you agree or disagree with what the message is? Because I love the message. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love the message. But what are we really saying inside of this message? Because we know we're looking for a linebacker. We're looking for another starting caliber linebacker that can go and play sideline to sideline, that be another headhunter with DJ. We know what we're looking at there. We know we're looking for another interior lineman that's going to go up there and clog the hole up, stuff the run game, be able to create pressure. You never can go wrong with getting another edge rusher. I think we're set at edge rusher. But you can never go wrong. You can never have too many edge rushers. Let's be honest. You can never. But hey, it's just me. I want to know what y'all think out here in the chat, man. Let me know what y'all think out here in the chat. Because when I look at it, do we really need another edge rusher? Do we really need another corner? Because guess what? Cormani and Stoudemire will get better at the corners. They will get stronger. They will get better at technique. They will understand the system in year two. There won't be no setbacks, no holdouts, anything like that going on this spring cycle. So, hey, what do y'all think we really need? Did we forget about the tight ends on the offensive side? I know we're talking about the defense, but did we forget about the tight ends? We can use another tight end. So what all do y'all think in the chat right now? What do y'all think we need more or less? Let me know. Man, we're here to talk about it. And it's just the first segment. We're going to get into some more things about some agreeing and disagreeing. But when we go into this first segment, we're going to really talk about it. One more linebacker, like you said. Stoudemire isn't it. I beg to disagree. I think you're going to see a better version of Stoudemire year two. D tackle most. So everybody feel like we need more D tackles. I definitely agree. I think we definitely need to add more depth pieces at the D line, especially a couple. We could definitely use a couple more 300-pound defensive linemen, right? Running back. That's one area nobody's really talking about right now. It's running back. Tight end is definitely we need to add somebody at the tight end. Running back, D tackle, O line. Okay, just add a D line. Don't worry about seeing Carter or Breelove on the field. Well, I think you will see Carter. I get what happened last year in his incident, whatever. But Carter's learned from that. Every kid will make a mistake, right? And you got to think about it. We've all made mistakes, and we've been forgiven for our mistakes. And I think those things will be addressed. The kicker. When it comes to kickers, all we need is a kicker that can do kickoffs. That's all we need. Field goal kicker, I think we're fine. I love where we're at. But we need a kicker for kickoff and kickoff only. They can kick the ball in the end zone and not try to be the hero to go make a tackle. That's all I've been saying. When it comes to the kicker position, man, just kick the ball at the end zone, man. We ain't got to do all this extra stuff. And just kick the ball at the end zone. Do what everybody does. Kick the ball out the end zone. Don't give them opportunity to return the ball, man. Stop trying to be the hero, running down the field, doing this, doing that. Just let it be. Just let it be. But hey, we here talking about it because this is about agreeing and disagreeing right now. And at this part with Coach Prime tweet, do you agree or do you disagree? I don't honestly. I don't think that we need a major running back to come in because I think we have enough pieces in the running back, right? You want to add a running back for depth, but when you look at what we got returning, right? We got Alto, we got Savion, right? Could be your 1-2 punch. You got, Dylan Edwards as your third down, your scat back. Then we got Michael Welch, right? The high school running back. So we really don't need to add a big time running back. One more running back. Nothing wrong with that. But hey, what up, Coach Jay?
What's up? What's up? What's going on, bro?
Man, chilling, man. We just discussing Coach Prime tweet about what he needs.
I mean, you can't right now. You can't go wrong. My biggest thing right now is defensive tackle because my boy Chris let me down. I didn't see Missouri out coming out of nowhere, but they dropped the healthy whatever they did. But it looked like Texas A&M, but Missouri came in at the last minute. So I think we need a defensive tackle. I think somebody gonna leave in that cornerback room. So I think we probably gonna end up needing another corner, but y'all also remember Jaquez can play corner. He plays safety, but he can play corner. Um, Everywhere else I feel good. If we get anything else, it's just for depth. Uh, I feel
We
good
just
everywhere else.
we did lose a
But deep,
walk on corner today, though.
you know what I'm
Just saying.
saying. Walk. You know what I'm
I'm
saying.
just
I
saying.
mean, more power to him. But I hope he got somewhere to go play. You know what I'm saying. I just don't be liking kids jumping in the portal and they don't have nowhere to go play. So, but everywhere else. I think we good because again that linebacker. I don't want to stunt the growth of these young boys that's coming up, and you already got a kid that's gonna walk in here and start and probably be the lead on defense. And the kid DJ. So another corner wouldn't hurt. Definitely two or I need about two or three defensive tackles. Uh, Running back. I don't really think we need somebody else because I think you four deep right now with McCaskill. Um, Wilkerson, Dylan, and then like you say, Charlie gonna be, Charlie decent. Charlie, and then you got the kid Welch. He gonna come in here. He gonna make a difference. So I think we deep at running back. I don't think we need running back. I think we got a solid quarterback room. In the last count I had, I think we had 18 offensive linemen. So if we got, I want 20 in all. So I do want two more offensive linemen just so I can get to 20 because I think the last count was 18. So I want that. But everywhere else, I feel good. I feel real good about what we got right now. Go ahead and answer the
Shut
super chat, bro.
Shout out for a $2 super chat. Rob, you don't think Coach Mo can build up modest legs? I mean, I don't put that past Coach Mo, man. This is his time. This is his season, man. We gonna see. I'm fine where we at in the kicking game. All I'm saying is we need a kickoff kicker that can kick the ball out the end zone and not trying to play hero ball. That's all I'm
Yeah,
asking.
yeah, we don't need no kicker that want to tackle. If you want to tackle, ask coach to just put you on the special team so you can go down there and tackle. We want to know that every time we kick off that the ball going in, we just run them boys just running down the field and run down the field because it's going to be in the end zone. So if you trying to make tackles, just ask coach, can you get on the field and make tackles? I mean, that's all we asking, nothing else.
All right. So listen, Coach, I'm about to drop this right quick on the screen. Now, Jaden Ellis just tweeted this out. The only thing I miss about Texas is my family. Colorado sold me.
Well, We shall see, man. I don't, we ain't gonna make no promises and no guarantees. But again, it's hard to walk into the University of Colorado and see what they got going on and not like what they got going on. Uh, I continue to tell people Coach Prime trying to build great young men. That's what I coach for. I'm telling people I don't coach for wins and losses. I think I win because of the way I coach and the way I do things. I'm not trying to coach for wins and losses. And the way Coach Prime is building his program with quality young men, you can't go wrong with that. So we have to understand what he's building. We want kids with character. Yes, again, we gonna always tell y'all that we know the money is always in the building. And kids, kids these days, everybody like that. But
All right,
what you
so
gotta ask, go ahead, Papa.
for those who don't know who Jalen Ellis is, he was a wide receiver that transferred from Baylor, was one of the last wide receivers to come in last year, right before fall camp. Um, him, Willie Gaines got there around us. No, Willie Gaines got there a little bit before him, but
Yeah, Willie came a little bit before.
he was one of the last wide receivers that was added that actually came and got on campus. So that's who Jalen Ellis is for those who don't know. He's one of the last wide receivers that got on campus right before fall camp. So
I mean, he could make a big impact this year. I think y'all understand why Hopkins probably got moved to corner is because it is some guys in there that didn't see the field that we know Dawson gonna be healthy this year. So it's a lot of stuff that I keep telling y'all. I never think we saw the best of what Colorado could be this year. I never think we saw the best of what Colorado could be this year.
Jalen retired. Jalen retired due to injury.
Jalen,
well
who
we
Jalen Ellis.
yeah, we,
you
we
say
know he
you?
retired. We know he
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
retired. It's just we're just talking discussing his tweet.
Oh, about Colorado?
Yeah, do you see it on the screen?
Yeah,
The
he
only
said
thing
only
I
thing I
miss
miss
about
about.
Texas now is my family. Colorado stole me. Do you agree or disagree with the statement?
You know what's funny? He used to go live all the time, and he used to always talk about how he loved being in Colorado and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure he went to Baylor, right? So he went to
He
school in
did.
Texas, and that says a lot. That says a lot. Someone who spent a lot of time in Texas. And the way people are trying to like negatively, say stuff about it being cold when it's really colder in some places than it is Colorado right now. Like it's colder in Tennessee than it is Colorado right now, and it's crazy because people always tell me how beautiful Boulder is and stuff like that.
He currently, for those who don't know, all right, he retired medically from the football. During the season, he played a lot of special teams because he didn't touch the field on offense, so he played a lot of special teams during the season. His number was number 7. So if you go back and watch kickoffs, you'll see number 7. That was him. So there you have it.
Well,
Not Cam, but the other number 7.
he did go viral though during the season for saving a dog and a cat. That was like some like weird thing I saw go viral during the season. I forgot when, but he saved the dog. I saw it. It was like all over. It was all over everywhere. Bleacher Report picked it up and everything. And like he was like real, yeah, like he was like a fan favorite for a while.
But the question is, do you? My thing about it is, what did Colorado sell you on?
Who? Jalen?
yeah. I mean, just I guess he trying to figure out what like again. It's the family atmosphere. It's the a lot of kids haven't been to a place like Boulder. If you from wherever you from in the world, Boulder is it's a different kind of place. And like especially if you talk to them Florida boys that done been up there, it's just different when you come to Boulder. But again, it's different layers to this. Again, when you walk into Coach Prime or you go to meet Coach Prime, his sister is his secretary. She's sitting there. That is his sister, his real sister, not no somebody he just called his sister. That is his sister sitting there that's talking to you. You liable to see his mama there. All his kids are there. and they treat you like family. It's not just a business, which it's a business, but it's not just a business. It's a family oriented place, and I think that's another reason why I think we're gonna see Colorado be better this year. I think it's gonna be a group of men. Like you heard, like I hadn't heard that story until Coach Prime told it the other day. I don't forgot which show it was on. Know if he was on with Chad and Unc, or was he on Stephen A. But he said that Shador was getting heckled at some bar or something with the recruits, the offensive lineman that hadn't even committed yet, and say them boys are like, "Hey, bro, I don't know what you got going on, but we ain't going for none of that. Ain't gonna be no talking to Shador like that." You get what I'm saying? So I just think we're gonna have a different feel with this football team, and when you got that kind of camaraderie and that kind of love and passion for your teammates, people will run through the brick wall for you. And I think that's the one thing. That's the one thing we were missing this year. I think we had kids on one side of the fence and kids on this side of the fence, and people were picking sides. I don't think we'll have that this year.
Interesting. By picking,
Yeah, I
well, you
don't
mean like
the, the,
picking
the
sides of what?
division the division of picking sides that's out the door.
Like picking sides, like how? Like pick what? Like
I
some
Well,
kids weren't bought in.
yeah, it was a lot of kids. Like, I mean, he continuously said that though, Coach. He continuously said that. If you go back and listen to him in the speeches during the year on Well Off or in the video, he continuously said, "It's some of y'all in here that ain't bought in. Y'all just like y'all here for the cameras. Y'all here for that. Y'all ain't really bought into what we trying to teach y'all." He continuously said that. But what I'm saying is, Coach, when you saw Travis get hit, right, and you see Shador go run down there and get in the boy face, none of the linemen came. All the linemen, they didn't come and get in and the boy pushed Shador. I mean, he pushed him, got in his face. None of the linemen came and checked the dude that pushed Shador. All they did was come and grab Shador. You see Shador pull away from his offensive lineman because he upset because I'm the only person here that's willing to go and ride for Travis. Y'all just saw what he did. It should have been a brawl on the football field. I wouldn't have been mad with nobody.
Now,
I
to everything you said is spot on. But then it's like, you know what some people will say? Some people would say, well, this is usually like the product of when you bring a whole bunch of people in, you know what I mean? And people will use that, but at the same time, there's still no excuse that you know what I mean, don't ride for them, or at least, fake it till you make it. At least
That
act like
that's
you want
all.
to. You even
At
got to
least
do
act
something.
like that's all I'm saying, Coach. At least fake it. At least
At
act
least
like you
fake it till you
mad.
make it.
Right, right. They didn't even fake it. They just came and grabbed Shador and made it look like they were. And then just go back and look at when he gets sacked. How many people really helped him up? Like I went back. I would go back and watch a film like I'm watching. Like how many? I didn't really see them guys going back there helping him up, being upset that they giving up sacks. None of that kind of stuff. So I think it was some. I think it was some splitness in the locker room. Are you a Coach Prime guy? Or are you not a Coach Prime guy?
and so here's the thing. There is a clip out there that's floating out there from the documentary, right? Of Corey Phillips talking to the team, where he said he does not care if you go talk to Sean or not, because it's gonna get back to him, and his job is to replace you for the bull job you put on film. That right there, that was the start of when you start to see the team picking a side, whether you on Coach Prime side or whether you on Sean Lewis side. And if you go back and go back and tell Sean Lewis, it's gonna get back. No matter how you want to slice it and dice it, it's gonna get back.
That
And
was
those are the things that a
uh,
lot of people didn't know what was going on in the season. That's why you start to see why the losing streak started happening, why certain things started happening was because of the fact of you're either a Sean Lewis guy or you there for Coach Prime. And the one that was there for Sean Lewis, guess what happened?
you
We're no
saw
longer on the team.
you saw what Coach Prom said about Sean Lewis, right? During the video when they came back from the bye. He it was on Well Off. He was like, how's everybody's break? And then he was talking to the team, and then he looked at Sean Lewis and he said, "Oh, I heard a lot about you." And there's some speculation that during their bye week, he
There ain't no
went.
speculation.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna just say,
Ain't no speculation.
I'm gonna just
that,
say,
that's exactly
he
what
went.
happened. What
He went to San Diego State and he interviewed
It
and got
what
the
like
job.
ain't no
I mean,
it ain't no
y'all can
speculation.
y'all can go back to them months when that happened, right? When that happened, and you will hear me and Rob say, "Oh well, we've been saying Sean Lewis had a job. He had a job. It was no longer any like it was no quarrels about Sean Lewis wasn't gonna be at CU after this season.
which is
After that,
To
grimy.
me,
Which is grimy. That
he
is
had a
grimy.
job when he got the job.
That is
Soon as
grimy too.
the information came out about him, uh, Notre Dame reaching out to him for offensive coordinator. As soon as I heard that right there, I knew that you know what I mean. He had a coaching job at any time he left Colorado. At any
oh well,
time.
I mean,
Listen,
he interviewed for the job. Let's not even act like he didn't interview for the Notre Dame offensive coordinator job. I just think he turned it down because he knew he was gonna be a head coach. But he interviewed for the job.
That's
He
crazy, man.
interviewed.
They were picking sides. You could tell that they were picking sides, or that everybody wasn't all in or bought in like Coach Prime was saying because man, after teammates made plays, it wasn't no excitement, no super, really just no celebration. It was more or less like, you know, they doing their job. Like I didn't see on the sideline everybody getting crunk or getting lit live whenever somebody make a play on defense or offense. You know what I mean? When
listen.
a big hit happened, I need to see the whole D line and then the whole defense, you know, patting each other on the back when
All right,
somebody make a sack or something like that.
I big LT. I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna be 100 with it. If you go back and watch that UCLA game, that's when you find out who shot was on who. That's why you seen Shador get sacked so many times, and why the offensive line didn't even pretend to even go block somebody. But
It's
I'm I
crazy,
just
man.
let's just if you really go back, because mind you, the break happened and everybody picked a side, right? When that game happened at UCLA, you seen who picked whose side. And you seen that's why Shador was on his backside. A lot of that game was running for his life because them offensive linemen picked a side.
Yeah, man. Just to give some people a little context, there's nothing wrong. You know, with someone on your staff that's being pursued by another coach. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. What a lot of coaches, you know, don't like, and it is like really well known, is that you don't do it during the season. Like all that stuff, all that, you going out and looking for another job, you can do that after the season. But for as of right now, he had to be all in. I'm talking about it was the first 3 weeks, and it's like he took the first opportunity he could. The moment he saw a kink in the armor, the moment they started losing, the moment he saw that, he said, I cannot let all the momentum I build up go to waste. So I'm just gonna go to the first chance that I have, which San
And,
Diego State came calling, and
and
that
not
is grimy. That is grimy.
and he wasn't no fit from the jump, man. You could tell by his to be honest, when they first brought them in and they first introduced Boyle and what's that, Sean Lewis name? Sean Lewis on the well off videos and they met him inside in the hallway and stuff. To me, I was like, man, that dude he ain't no way he gonna be able to vibe
Uh,
with that culture around there
I
that they probably trying to put together.
but LT
Ain't no way.
I disagree with you though. I think it would have all worked out for Sean Lewis had they not had to bring in his offensive line coach.
Mm.
If they did not have to bring in his offensive line coach, I do think it would have went much better than what it did. But when you got the offensive line coach and you got the coordinator, you know what I'm saying, and they on one page and then everybody else on a different page, they kind of was sold everything for it. So that's why I said I disagree in that situation. You know,
Like I say, what it all boils down to, is this: that we that room became cluttered as an offense because those two guys were the guys that knew this offense. Now the saying was that Sean Lewis had packages for certain players and they wasn't putting in the right players or whatever happened. But Sean Lewis knew that this was his best job to get the best offensive job he could get. And so, right, you right, coach. He took the first job, but San Diego State, Brady Hope was gonna retire regardless. So I think they always had that in the mind that they gonna be their next head coach if he wanted to. You get what I'm saying? Because in all honesty, if you were thinking about the bigger step was for you to probably go coach Notre Dame offense Because if you go coach Notre Dame offense and be on TV, because you on TV every week and you do as well as you wanted to, I think that might have been a little more spotlight. But you knew what come with Prime was everything else, and you needed everything else. And you see that he using it. You see the cars out there on the field. You see how they posting out there in San Diego State. I mean, that ain't nothing but hey, listen, that's how he getting down. So, but I ain't mad at him. He
His
do what he do.
name, his name is out there now. No, he actually known. Sean Lewis actually known who. People actually know who Sean Lewis is now. Did nobody know who they was?
Hey,
But
you guys
here's
are
the thing, Big OT. If he goes to Notre Dame, do people know who he is?
Hell no, they don't know who he is. But since he went to
So,
Colorado, now they know who he is. He had to go over there to
but
Prime.
but listen, sometimes you don't take that job because you get more exposure, and that might help you more in the recruiting world. And so now, when you bring these recruits in, you get to tell them whatever you want to tell them. Hey, what happened at Colorado? Hey, listen, that wasn't my design offense or how we want to run it. This, that, and the third, blase, and you can move forward. So in the end, we're gonna see how much it pays off. We're gonna
hey,
see.
Right.
you guys are 100% right about that. UCLA game was the final straw when everything just blew up. I was the one that told you. Remember Raw when I came. I went to that game and I told you about him and Prime got into it. Remember I told you about that on the sideline they got into each other's face yelling at each other about Shador and everything. The other thing I didn't speak on because it's like gossip, but it's not. But before the game, I was by the entrance where all the Colorado players would come in and out, and Coach Prime and everybody. And I don't know how this happened, but I was standing next to one of Coach O'Boyle's boys, and they had a long discussion, and they was right next to me, and he was telling them all kind of stuff about how they going. It's not good. It's a lot that's going on. I didn't hear every particular word. That's why I didn't bring it up on your show. But the division between Coach Prime, O'Boyle, and Sean Lewis was real, and I felt it. And you're 100% right. That UCLA game was the explosion.
It was a pick aside.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong though with the coach getting a job while he's working at a team. I mean, that already happened with Coach Prime's linemen before they even got into the season. But it was more than that.
No, not during. No, wait. See, hold on. See, there is. I'm not talking about the preseason. I'm not talking about like all that. I'm talking about during the season. You are actively looking for another job while you are currently in the middle of the season. A lot of head coaches will and this goes on everywhere too. This is not just Colorado. This goes on everywhere, and then word always gets back to those head coaches, and those coaches mysteriously get demoted, or you always hear like the different phrases. Whenever that happens and it gets back to the head coach, that's really bad.
But that's what I'm saying. It's nothing new. It happens. So it happened to Colorado. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like coaches get pursued all the time. Dion was pursued while he was coaching. I mean, that's just what happens.
Hey, can I ask Coach K? Hey, Coach K, I want to ask you this. Okay, now we came to the conclusion already that the offensive line, to a certain extent, they just gave up. To a certain extent, we might as well just say they gave up. Not gave up, but just sold out. Okay, since we come to that conclusion right now, okay, now this is the question that I want to ask you. Was that sabotage from the beginning? In your opinion, Coach K?
In my opinion, I'm not gonna say it was sabotage, but if you look at the game plan going into UCLA with a week to prepare against the best front in the Pac-12, one of the best fronts in all of the country, there's no way you can't tell me that game plan was either idiotic or suspect, because there's no way you cannot tell me that you thought wholeheartedly that dropping back and playing this as if it was a regular game where your line can hold up instead of doing more quick game, doing more stuff to get the ball out of his hands. It looked bad. It looked bad.
Well, Boyle had the old linemen chasing defenders instead of holding their positions. They were chasing them. It was crazy to look at.
Let me clear this.
And whose idea was to drop back anyway? I thought that was what's his name idea.
Hold on,
The
old
other,
school.
what's the name coordinators out there?
Hold
What's
on,
the name?
hold on, old school.
Go
Let's
ahead.
clarify this whole daddy ball stuff that everybody keeps running with this daddy ball stuff. I'm just trying to figure out how is it daddy ball when Shador is standing there being the most sacked quarterback in college football and still taking hit after hit after hit and not coming out the game. If it was daddy ball, then Coach Prime takes his son out. Even when Coach Prime tried to take him out, what did Shador do? Go back in the game. Every single time. The only game he did not play is against Utah. So this thing of this daddy ball stuff, at the end of the day, how many quarterbacks in college would take those many hits and keep staying in the game if it was daddy ball?
You know how many quarterbacks just stay down and just like fake that they're like hurt and they just come out because they don't want to keep getting hit? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. That a player would willingly keep himself in the game to keep getting hit.
And for me I want to be clear. This daddy ball thing that y'all keep saying is like I told y'all before, like the way I think about daddy ball, what daddy ball actually the real definition of daddy ball is playing your son even though the person behind him is better than him. That is not what happened. So y'all
Facts,
gotta come
facts. That's facts,
y'all
man.
gotta come up with another term for it because there wasn't no quarterback on CU's roster that was there ain't no quarterback in the country that's better than Shador right now. Y'all need to say something else because that's what daddy ball is.
That's just
That's what
prime
daddy
hate,
ball
man.
actually
Hey,
is.
listen, but let's just be
That's
honest.
all.
What it is, RJ. This is what I'm saying. If Michael Penix was the quarterback at Colorado for Shador got there, and we just jumped Shador, now we saying we playing daddy ball. Okay, I can
Facts.
see if y'all said that. If
Facts.
but what we saying is anywhere else in the country. Last year, if Shador go to Alabama, he the quarterback. He the quarterback. I
Facts.
like the quarterback they got, but he is the quarterback. He go to Clemson, he the quarterback. He come to Florida, he the quarterback. Miami, he the quarterback.
Facts.
He go to Florida State, him and Jordan Travis gonna battle for who the quarterback. So let's stop making it seem like he's
He
just an
bought it.
average, like he's just an average guy. That's just not the truth.
Well,
Yeah,
Like
the thing is this right now. Shador is rated what one of the number three best quarterbacks in the college football right now. So that rating go without itself. So anybody else's opinion really don't matter because of the fact. So why you sit up here and argue the fact anyway? Because look the opinion of the people that do this. He's rated up. So that's
because of the
ignorant.
simple.
Somebody else in the background is be sitting up there and even addressing to that ignorance. But
We
go ahead.
agree. We agree. Old school. We agree. But what we saying is what people were saying was in their case, daddy ball was why we were still dropping back all the time to throw the ball when we could have been running the ball. So that's
That
what most.
going right back to
that's
that
not
bump.
daddy
I
ball.
go
That's
right back
something
to
else.
that bump. Wait. I go
That's
right back to that problem again because we just discussed that about that bum on the offense that was running the offense. Well, I'm telling you, it didn't take us long to get past them here. And we right back at them again. Go ahead.
But
You know
yeah,
That
what's so
offensive
funny?
line is garbage. We
You
ain't
know
gonna
what's
sit
so
up there.
funny?
Hey, but as a matter of fact, I'm telling you, Rob. Hey, we already know it's getting greater later, and it's getting real good. So I ain't trying to go back. Well, I can't wait till this year go past. Now we on 24. Forget 23. Well,
Well,
we
we
gonna
already
talk
on.
about
We
23.
already.
Get to
I listen,
24.
old school. We already on 24. We just
I
going
got you.
back, letting everybody know what the real is. You know what
I
I'm saying?
know
The
it. I
things
thank you,
that
Rob.
was missed. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it was when it come down to the whole like Sean
Yeah.
Lewis and Coach O'Boy thing. There was
It
a
was
big
playing.
division.
Hey, Rob, can I say this? Rob, why you listening to me? Look, Rob, I think I told you a long time ago. Bill O'Boy didn't want to be up in there listening to all that music and stuff. How long ago did I tell you that, Rob? I told you that man wasn't happy being around there, but it didn't make no difference. I was hoping the offensive line was going to turn out to be great, and they wasn't. And I tried to figure out why they weren't great. Is they just bad, or is they trying to do this? Nope. Rob, they bad. Even if they tried harder, they couldn't do no better. I hate to go see San Diego team next year. Boy, I can't wait.
So old school. If I could just give everybody a good example of what like I guess quote unquote daddy ball would look like. Now Marshawn Lloyd from USC, he was their running back. He was one of the best running backs in the entire country. He only had 116 carries. He was averaging 7 yards per
Hold on,
carry.
Hold on, let me
Hey,
address this right quick. Hold on, let
uh,
me address this. I see all YouTubers doing this panel session now. Literally all of them. Welcome to the where it originated from. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't give you that credit because for sports you got it, but they've been doing panels for other types of discussions for
I'm
a long
talking.
time.
I'm talking about CU. We talking about CU YouTube creators.
100% that's you.
This is where it started from. When people see me doing it, that's all I'm saying. I knew his panel show's been going on for like. I'm talking about strictly CU. That's what they're talking about. So
Yeah, I remember that in barbecue Breelove. Boy, I'm telling you, Rob, you ain't gonna sell out. I can't wait to Breelove come back. Yeah, he coming back too. I'm telling you, Rob, he gonna show you something.
yeah,
Hey,
but
real quick too,
but
y'all boys. Real quick. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, everybody. Man, I hope all y'all had a good holidays, and I'll let you feel me. Hope I bet everybody kids got what they wanted. You feel me? Everybody got it. Their family. Everybody in the chat, same thing. Happy holidays. So much going on out here. You feel me? I just want to throw that out there, man. I hope everybody had a good one. Hope
Yeah.
everybody had a good New Year's. You feel me? Old man, old school, Dre, Big LTK, Coach Ray, Rob. What you feel me? Everybody in the chat, bro. You feel me? Everybody on the channel. If you watching this, happy holidays. You hear me?
All right, Jay. What's going
Mhm.
on, young man? Happy New Year. Almost Happy New Year's.
Yeah, happy New Year's, man. A couple more days, man. Just try to make it to New Year's.
Oh,
Happy
boy.
holidays to you too, brother.
100, man.
100, bro. We appreciate it.
No, I already
Hey,
know, man.
Jay. Hey, it's looking good for us. So far, so good. We got that Christmas present. Did you hear about it?
The linebacker,
Yeah, boy. I'm telling you,
that's
boy.
that's that's the best. I'm trying to I want to that's the
Oh,
second best. That's the second
no,
best player
say,
that he's bought in since he came to see you.
Okay.
Lundy's that good.
You okay?
Lundy's a
he's
difference
that.
maker.
He
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
He that. Ain't
he's
no
a
ifs,
difference
ands, or
maker.
buts about it. He that.
Yeah.
That's I'm really, 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 really excited to see what they do with their front seven. Now they have so many pieces that they can move around. I want to see who starts. I want to see how they rotate people in. That they have Lundy's a difference maker on. Listen, I watched his film and I was like, yeah, this dude, he's a draftable dude. He's
Yeah.
a top 90 dude.
Yeah. Yeah, and we get happy citizens too. And that's what hurt him, Rob. I'm telling you, boy, Rob. I'm telling you, boy. Hey, man, what transport for the kid? You talking about? Boy, I'm telling you, Rob. Watch how we gonna be doing it, Rob. And we gonna get it together too. We
oh,
gonna get the thing together too, Rob.
I'm glad you said that, old school, because that leads into the next conversation, man. How do y'all feel about the NCAA possibly changing the second time transfer rule this off season? How much chaos is it going to cause in college football?
It ain't gonna
More
be
than
Terrible.
what you
chaos
saw.
for us.
Terrible.
Absolutely, yes. Listen, that's going to be even crazier because
Terrible.
people still adjusting to this the way it is now. You know what I'm saying? People still think the transfer portal is just it's just a lot of players that want to go somewhere because of playing. Man, that ain't it no more. It's full of everything. Oh, I
let
was
me
a freshman. I committed to. Oh, y'all see what Dante Moore did? He was committed to Oregon this entire senior year. Then all of a sudden, boom, he flipped to UCLA. So what happened was he got to UCLA, he played, he didn't like it. Now, it's a transfer. So for real, I can still go to the school that I committed to, and he redshirted a year. So he still got his 4 years. Oh, I'm just gonna go to Oregon. It was a free year. That's
Got a
what
bag,
happens
went to
now.
another school and
That's
got
why you
another
see a
bag.
lot of these 5-star freshman kids in the portal. Tad Curtis, the linebacker. So it ain't just a quarterback. You hear me? They doing it, and they being advised to do that. Take
I
advantage
tell
of it.
you what. I tell
Um,
you what. I tell you what. I ain't gonna be watching no Georgia versus Florida State game because it ain't
All
gonna
right,
be nothing but some third string players in there. Ain't nobody playing, bro.
hold on, Coach Dre. We gonna get it. That's the next subject we gonna get into. We just talking strictly about, man, the NCAA, possibly changing this rule to allow
Well,
second time transfers.
they take it. What they doing is again. We talked about. I think we talked about it yesterday or the other day when the NCAA just trying to get the stress off their back
Yep.
because the kids were having to appeal for the second time and they let some people play and they didn't let some people play. So now what they just trying to say is don't worry about it. Y'all can do what you want to do because I'm tired of y'all talking to us. So I mean, it's going again. All it's gonna do is make it worse for college football because now recruiting is not gonna never stop.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, you go now. You going to this school? That's cool. Hey man, Now, I'm telling you now, if you don't play there your first year, bro, you know we still got a scholarship for your bill. That's all it is. It's
Hey,
just
That's all
no
it is.
recruiting just not gonna never stop, guys. It's just
I'm
not gonna never stop.
I'm
It's
just
not.
saying this. Y'all about to force some kids into the portal for real now.
Hey, but hey, let's talk about how the dude from Texas A&M just got on. Now somebody told us that don't nobody get forced into the portal. But some kid from Texas A&M just got right on Twitter or something and said, "Hey, the new Texas A&M coach ain't playing it. He forced me to get into the portal." But
Wait,
but
wait,
but ain't
wait.
nobody talking about that.
Nobody,
But ain't
nobody,
nobody talking about that.
nobody can
Well,
literally force you to get into the portal, but they can say if you stay on this team, you're not going to play.
no,
So they could
no,
tell you.
they can
They can
force you to get up
force
in that
you.
portal, dog.
No, I'm
Hey,
saying they can't literally be like, "Hey, get off the team," but they can say we won't play you, and
Bro,
then
they
what?
force you by not renewing your contract. That's how they force you.
wait, hold on.
Listen, go back. Hold on,
Look,
Coach Kev. Go back and watch Coach Prime first year at Jackson State. His first year coach. It's on YouTube. Go watch it and watch him pull kids into his office and say, "Hey man, you don't got no more dealings with the football team. You ain't got to worry about nothing football. Hey, son, I don't know what you're gonna do, but I don't see you playing here. You might want to, bro. It happens like that. The man from Texas A&M say the coach
again,
say go.
again, just remember this. Yes, he can tell you that. And he can say all that, but we already seen it this year. There were kids who didn't leave. There were kids who stayed and they academically finished before they eventually entered the transfer portal. Like you don't have watch this. A coach can tell you, "Hey, get off the team. You're not going to play and you have no, basically you have no team here, blah 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 blah." They can tell you anything under the sun, but they cannot forcibly be like, "All right, get out," because at the end of the day, you're still going to count against the scholarship number. It happened.
Bruh,
It happened to us. It
bruh,
happened
you're
to
not understanding how the game
Yeah,
works. I don't know
yeah.
uh, that they're being forced out, and that's just the name of the game. If you come to school only and primarily to play football, and you're told you're not going to be playing football here, that's forcing you out. It's your choice to stay and finish your education and then transfer or not transfer, but that's being forced off the
If you,
team.
I'm
yeah,
saying
if listen,
So,
scholarship
hey,
will be honored.
if you got the grades, then all they're gonna do is just put you on an academic scholarship. They're
that's
just
what
gonna
I was
take the
about. That's what
football
I was about to
and they're gonna
say.
put you on an academic
That's
scholarship.
Hey,
You
Coach
still gonna
K,
be at the team, dog.
Coach K, at
That's
that
what
point,
I'm.
what
That's
it
what I'm
becomes
saying.
is,
You can finish academically. Yes, you won't
yeah,
be on a team, whatever, but you can
Oh yeah,
still
yeah. Okay,
yeah,
well,
you
say
can
that,
finish.
Coach. Okay, yeah, say that part.
yes,
Okay,
that's what
yeah,
I was
yeah,
about
yeah.
to
We
say.
got that part.
At
Yeah,
that
yeah.
point, it just
They
becomes an
can't
academic
force you out the
scholarship. They take you off the
university.
football
Like
team and keep you on the academic, so you can finish your semester out. That's how that works. So it don't count against the football team. They take you out scholarship, but the school keeps you on the academic because the school's still on the hook for you for that semester. So
Mm-hmm.
you get to finish your semester and then you got to go.
And it's just a lot of ways how the schools manipulate and how they save money. That's why they force all these out-of-staters to get in-state so they don't have to pay a out-of-state tuition for these scholarship athletes. There's so much game you guys are unaware of. It's bigger than what you think. It's a lot. And that's
Let's,
why I'm not going to
listen.
get into it, but that's why I call them employees. But as far as this
Facts.
NCAA rule, it's going to continue to change. And
Yep.
the only people that can really prevent it is the universities holding a certain requirement of no, you can't transfer twice. No, you can't transfer once.
Right. They have to put
But the universities
right.
aren't going to do that because they only get money by winning, and they want the best players.
I'm just saying, the NCAA proves that it's about to be chaotic
Very
over the
chaos,
next
bro.
over the next month. It's gonna be chaotic, and you're gonna see
Real
kids
talk.
that's just gonna be up out of there. Like, hey, listen, we know we finna have a losing season, and we can go to a winning
Because
program.
but it's some kids,
Out of
but
there.
like you say, it's some kids that's stuck at school that they really want to
Yeah.
leave, but they don't want to go somewhere and sit. So now if you open up this door where they can leave again, like you say, the rich are only gonna get rich.
Yep.
But now this helps a guy like Prime because, like I say, what happens is recruiting never stops. It just never stops. It's just okay, yeah, you can go to that school if you want to, but in a year, just come on and holler at me.
Real
You get what
talk.
I'm
That's
saying?
how it goes.
Just
That's how it goes too.
come
I
on and
I,
holler at
I
me. Right.
see my kids inboxing, bro. Like they not stopping. They
So
not stopping
does that take
with
away
no
from what
tactics.
people like college
They
football for?
they take
no, 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 no.
what
Say
they
that
do
again.
is they
Hold on.
keep the kid.
Hold on, RJ. What you say again, Coach? I mean, what you say, DEV? What you say, bro?
So does that take away the reason what people watch and like college football for? Because some people don't like the NFL, and if now every year it's a million people transferring, you can't even really follow, you know,
It,
your
it's
team because it's really turning over. And
it's
maybe it
bringing.
doesn't happen as often, but people like college over the NFL for certain reasons like that. It's like, hey, they
I'll say this: it's bringing more interest to college football because it's more parity. You don't see the same schools over and over winning, so it is bringing more parity, which is what's needed, right? The main reason why they did this was one to increase dollars, right, and bring more parity. With college football having more parity now, it is creating more buzz and it's generating more money. And now that's college football is like, I mean, NCAA is basically like, we want to take the situation off of us so we can continue to make money
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day. And so the less things that we got to control, the better we are and the more money we can make because now we're in a lawsuit. Now you got to sue the
Man,
university.
the only way to fix it is to reclassify. If you keep calling them student athletes, you can't prevent student athletes from transferring. You can't prevent students from transferring. So how are you going to prevent a student athlete if you can't prevent a regular student?
You
Now,
I
guys,
mean,
you guys know
go
what's
ahead,
here's
go
messed
ahead.
up.
here's
You know
one
what's
of the things
messed.
I say I don't want though. I don't want kids to start treating this like high school, where they're transferring every single year, one year after year after year after year, chasing a championship because it's going to happen. There's
You
going to be
gonna
that one
see it though.
kid.
Yeah, you gonna
Yeah,
see it.
Oh, you
you're
definitely
Somebody
going to
gonna
gonna
see it.
see
see
it.
it. Somebody gonna definitely do it. They definitely gonna do it. But again, that's why I tell people I'm not really mad. I'm not really upset with college because it's going on right now in high school. And just to be frank with y'all, it's going on in Little League. You get what I'm saying? That's where it all really starts from. If y'all just really want to be frank and upfront with y'all selves, this starts at the Little League level. One year I'm playing over here. Oh, this team over here doing a little better. I'm gonna go over here. And so that it's just I always want to be with a winner. And that's what I'm telling you. Kids haven't been taught. Like you got to teach a kid how to stand up on his own 2 feet.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? You got to teach a kid how to be loyal. You got to teach a kid that, and if you continuously run your kid around town, you're not teaching them nothing. So what you expect them to do when he get to college? Every chance he get to go get on a winner or to take more money or whatever he can do to go be on the best team, that's what he gonna do. But then you gonna find kids like Travis Hunter, a kid that just you get what I'm saying. I know wherever I go, I'm gonna be valued,
Real talk.
and I'm gonna stick with who been sticking with me. So that's what we got to teach, guys. We got to teach that now. If we ain't teaching at a young age, it ain't gonna never get no better. It's always gonna be doggy dog for
Hey,
everybody.
hey, Rob, did you see that Chip Kelly interview on the Pat McAfee show?
No, I didn't.
He
Yeah,
brought up the history of college football. He said from the beginning they used to have players play for one team and then the next week play for another team in the NCAA. It used to be legal, so I don't know what they're gonna do, but they're gonna have to reclassify them as
No,
employees. But
this is gonna be
Well,
nasty though.
hey,
Because
listen, what's gonna happen, and y'all can mark this down. What's gonna eventually happen is the conferences are gonna take over. The NCAA might not even have a say
Have a say.
Mm-hmm.
because
Real talk.
that's what's going to eventually happen. The SEC is trying to work right now to get all especially the Big Four, the Big 12, the ACC, and the Big 10 to get their own legislation, their own everything. It just cut the NCAA out.
Yep. Take the
yeah, no,
middleman
And if
out.
you
If you ain't gonna
you get
collect
what
them
I'm saying,
checks, it's gonna come back to
it,
the. It's gonna come
it's
back
gonna
to
come back to the because
the
they can say
conference.
they can get more revenue to the schools if they do it through themselves. So
I mean,
that's
cause
what they really
yeah,
trying to do.
all you gotta do is X out the NCAA, the SEC. They can market their own from ESPN and ABC and generate their own money. So they don't really need the NCAA to be honest with you.
man, the
And they'll
funniest
have more
part.
stuff on TV.
No, you're not lying. But the crazy part about all this is that because it was approved through Colorado. It was what in Colorado, right? It happened that they approved the 14-day window for something about like the second transfers. But the crazy part about it is that that the NCAA can like after the 14 days is up or whatever, and they go back to court. It's crazy because they can still deny people for their second time waivers. So
they're gonna
that's gonna
I
be
don't think they would because they don't want to go through the lawsuit part
yeah,
of
it's
it.
just gonna be more lawsuits.
no, but that's where it's like weird because if you read the whole thing, they said that it was only up for like 14 days to where they would allow players to transfer again, but then like that they said that decision does not it does not stop their decision to approve your waiver,
It
which
still
is
just opens
contradicting.
them up for a lawsuit.
That's contradicting because it's like, hold on, so you're saying I'm allowed to, but you're saying that there's no guarantee that you would approve my second transfer waiver. So it's like, why would I put my eligibility in the hands of the NCAA? Which is why I think we might not see a lot of players do that because players already don't trust the NCAA. So like I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't just be like, okay, well let me just get in the portal again, especially if I didn't have 100% certainty. You know what I mean? I
Well,
wouldn't just trust them.
if they approve the rule, they can't go back against the word because it's approved. So a lot of these
No.
players
It
right
was
now
approved
with
through
the
court.
window,
Through court. It was a
yeah.
court proceeding that
But
that that the
what I'm
courts
saying is
overturned.
if you open it up to everybody, right, in a sense, and they got it for these last, the end of this cycle. You get what I'm saying? For people to jump in the portal, it's going to open up a box as soon as these. Because the next question is right after this weekend is going to tell a lot because now you're finna get to how many of these kids is already been checked out and don't really want to play in this bowl game, or playing the bowl game and then that next day they in the portal because they got to make a fast decision. January 3rd is coming up. You're gonna have to make a decision.
Mm. I gotta really do some research on that because that was real contradictory. That it wasn't the NCAA's decision. It was the court in Colorado, the Supreme Court in Colorado that overturned the NCAA's rule, which was the second time transfer rules. So it's like it was so contradictory because then the NCAA came out with their own statement stating that ruling does not determine um, their decision to allow your waiver for a second time, which is I don't know, like it's like contradictory. It's like the court said one thing, but then the NCAA try to come out and like kind of stand on, oh no, we don't want this to be the Wild West.
No, it's gonna be that. What?
Yeah, it's
It's
gonna
it's
They
be.
just
already
turned
it's
it into
already that.
NFL free agency, dude. That's what they just turned this
Nah,
into.
the
NCAA
thing
free
about it,
agency.
yeah. The thing about it is the way it's laid out, the way the schedule is not is really not beneficial for nobody in reality because for the NCAA when they talk about they want to make money for these bowl games and stuff like that, it's hard for them to make money because you don't even know who's gonna play because you got kids that just checking out. Listen, Coleman just checked out and said, "Hey, from Florida State right now," and just said, "I'm going to the draft." So who is really playing for Florida State? Third string players.
Not one
It's
But then
starter.
about to get bad.
But then you got people upset because Brock Bowers and one of the starting linemen ain't playing. What are they? Who are they playing against? What it ain't gonna change their tape. It ain't gonna change their draft status. None of that. So now you're just watering down the product when it comes to the bowl games if you're not playing for the playoffs, and that's part of the reason why they went to the 12-team playoffs. So now you can keep at least 12 teams and have a team there without players opting out. But it's just where they got and how everything lines up is silly. Like you're not benefiting nobody the way the schedule's lined up. You either you got to push the bowl games up and push the portal back. You got to do something to the schedule, and it has to change like next year. Has to, because the way it's lined up, you're never gonna get quality bowl games anymore. Just due to the fact that these kids are going to transfer or these kids are going to opt out and not play and do something else.
They're going to have to do like the NBA did this year with that tournament to incentivize players to play in these non-playoff bowl games. Is to include in that swag
No,
bag a percentage of the money.
you
That's the only
can't.
way.
You
Didn't
can't.
somebody pay their quarterback 30,000? Allegedly pay their quarterback 30,000 to play in the bowl game.
But whoa. We
I,
can't fall
I,
down that rabbit hole though. That's a rabbit hole that's just gonna go down deeper and deeper and deeper to whoa, hold on, no. We can't like open up a can of incentivized play that you get paid to play in the bowl because that's dark.
Why we
That's
can't go down that rabbit hole?
If I'm
well,
first round, you can't pay me no amount of money to play in a bowl game.
That's facts. I'm out of there.
I'm saying though, think about it theoretically. Okay, I'm a star running back. you have to pay me this much. I'm a second string quarterback. You have to pay me this much because the starter might go to the NFL, and then it's like it gets crazy, bro. Like
No, it would be the bold sponsor saying, "Okay, we'll pay every player $100,000 to play." It would be something more like that.
wait, hold on,
Somebody will
wait.
still sit out.
Minnesota football
Hello?
rumored to pay
Hello?
$30,000 for their quarterback.
Hey, I have a question.
Go
So, when do you think that if it gets to a chaotic point, when do you think the NFL will step in and start their own? Like, do you think the NFL will ever step in and start their own
Nah,
stuff like the
government
NBA? I
intervention.
know it's too many
Government
players, but
intervention.
The
The not
college is perfect for the NFL as far as the minor league. They've tried to have all these minor leagues in the spring and stuff. It just doesn't work out. There's no fan base. The thing about college, you have a built-in fan base for decades, so it's loyalty. So college is the NFL's minor league.
Right.
So what round would you have to be projected to go in for you not to play in the bowl game?
That's
Third,
a
first,
personal
second round
decision
for
on the
real.
athlete,
Yeah.
though. You hear me?
ahead.
nah, I ain't
No, I
gonna
mean
lie.
I get it, but I mean what do you think is? I mean, first
Top
round
three
I get
rounds.
it.
Top
Top
three rounds.
three.
Top 3 rounds.
I mean, if you're
top 3
getting
rounds,
paid like
But
100,000, if I'm not
So
but
second, first round, I'll play.
it's truly up to the athlete at the end of the day, right? Whether you want to look at it in whatever way of how you feel. Most of us gonna say first 3 rounds, right? We can see why. But if you're just a draftable guy, because does not mean people that get drafted, right? You're gonna make the decision that's best for you and your family in that situation.
yeah,
Now, granted, would you rather be drafted in a 6 or 7 round or be a free agent, undrafted free agent? Because you can make more money as an undrafted free agent than being a 6 or 7 round. Because you
you
can get
So
to
you
me,
negotiate
also
what team to
if you
go
don't
to.
the rule is well on the back end through the athlete side, what they tell us is what representation usually tells us when I was going through my process, they were like, what I'm saying, okay, we got X round grade on you. So like for real, if you ain't going 1 through 4, 1 through 5, we really want to go undrafted so we can control our own destiny. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna be fighting for a roster spot, but you're gonna be fighting for a roster spot where you want to be fighting for a roster spot. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being tied to a team, you're gonna be fighting for a roster spot where you want to be. So if we want to do 1 through 5, let's just go ahead and go back or declare and tell teams not to or do on the back end what you got to do. But you do want to go undrafted. If you're not 1 through 5, it's over because at that point, 6 through 7 and all that is really just undrafted free agents anyway, for real. That they're just contractually obligated to one team. You feel me? So you do want to go undrafted if you don't get a 4th round grade or 5th round grade.
All right,
hey,
Flash,
but
go ahead. Flash, go ahead and ask your question because I got like a bunch of people in the back that's trying to get on
my
too.
question is, do you think we have this problem next year with the 12 team playoffs? Do you think? I don't think. Do you see a lot of players opting out knowing that we have a 12-team playoffs?
All right, the answer to that, I
huh?
think the number goes down at this point. Like next year, I think the one it goes down, right? Just due to the fact of you got the transfer, the COVID year is going to be pretty much start like a lot of those players going to be eliminated. So you can see a window where you're going to be able to sit at on the depth chart. You can see your future. Two, with the 12-team playoffs is going. 12 teams. You're not going to see a lot of transfer out of those 12 teams. So you should the numbers should go down theoretically, but it can also go up in a sense.
All right,
But
that's
the
all I
numbers
got.
should yeah, the numbers should go down.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But those non-playoff bowl games are going to become more and more insignificant because remember they're only playing those bowl games for the school that they're currently at, and if they already think
Yeah.
they're going to move, there's no point to play that game.
Yeah. Sorry. All right, so let's get into this next topic right quick. I wish Coach Dre was here, but it's cool. All right, so this from the rep replies. I'm starting to think Florida State's trying to dodge smoke with Georgia. Too many kids throwing in the towel. You supposed to stand in the paint 10 toes down behind the brand. Looks like everybody's trying to find a way out. I don't respect it. You're supposed to fight to the end.
That's cap.
Man, Plies is a rapper, man.
Bro,
What's
they
happening in
Come
literally
on, bro.
Florida State
I
is
don't
real.
like that.
What's
they're
happening in Florida
literally
State is real simple. It's
they're a
really, really
conference
simple.
champ. They're a conference
It's
champ that got left out. Like,
boom,
bro, I'd be
boom,
boycotting.
boom. That's it.
What? That makes no sense.
That's
They shouldn't even be playing this game.
that. Hey coach. That's what's going on. like I have a kid that's tied into Florida State. The kids are going away. His coach is trying to get out of there. Like that's why you see Florida State trying to get out of the ACC right now. Like what just happened to them messed up everything, bro. I do the same thing. We went undefeated. We ain't playing for nothing. I'm out of here. What are you playing for? We just went undefeated, bro. I'm not playing in no Peach Bowl. I'm out of here.
That's lame. First of all, that's lame for him to say that because it's like, dude, I'm not about to sit here and act like two teams that are in the playoffs right now have losses. What are we talking about? Facts. Texas lost to Oklahoma. Alabama lost to Texas, and you're telling me you're gonna fault me because I went undefeated? You're crazy.
Your kids is going away from it. The recruits is going away from it, and that's real.
Power right there, though.
That's real. That's from the back end for what the kids are saying. That is real. It ain't no speculation or none of that. It's real. That playoff hurt Florida State, bro. No
cap. 1,000%. It definitely hurt it. It hurt Florida State, and not just like them not getting in, but it hurt them in the recruiting world. It hurt them.
Nobody wants to go to Florida State no more. It ain't hot.
It hurt the purity of college football. You play to win the game, and they just said that don't matter no more.
I have a question about this. So, does anybody think Florida State can beat the 4 teams under the playoffs right now?
It's not about that.
It depends on what you mean, man. Are they at full strength?
Yeah, they could. Yeah,
at full strength. I'm talking about as they are now, because that's the real.
Man,
that's the real. No, okay.
Honestly, but here's the thing, though. In a sense, like who are they having to play, right? If they're playing like Michigan, I think they do give Michigan the time of their life because of their defense. Offensive wise, that's a different story. But when you talk about Florida State's defense, they
had a top 3 defense, didn't they?
Yeah, they give any one of those teams a run for their money.
I think that's one of the reasons why it was so messed up, that it's a team game, right? So yeah, my quarterback is down. Everybody talk about that Louisville game. It wasn't. They had a 3rd string quarterback in. The 3rd string quarterback wasn't going to be playing in the bowl game. So I get my 2nd string quarterback back. That's he been there for a couple of years, and I still have a top 3 defense. So if my defense can play good, like they have been all season, and my offense can just do what they got to do, we can still be in the game. That's what you got defense for.
Can you win the game? Like, are you
we don't know. I mean, hey, like Rob said, depending on who they playing, they could have made it.
Who you got them matched up against? Are you talking them match up against Texas? I don't think so, right? I think Texas will be able to score enough points to beat them. You're talking about a Michigan. I think that game will be a lot closer than most people would think it will be, because Michigan don't really throw the ball; they run the ball. You're playing to Florida State's hand by doing that.
I think you automatically put them in as a 4. They automatically would get if they got in, it would be as a 4 seed, so they would play.
So if it's Washington, that could be tough. You know
but I think JB was about to make the point, though. Like the reason that they didn't get in was because they didn't have their quarterback.
Yeah, like I get everybody's argument, and I agree with it because this happened to me before. So it's like I understand where it's coming from. But if we being serious about it, like looking at it from people that make the decisions point of view, it's like, do we really think they can win this game? There's other teams that go undefeated every year. They're not in big conferences, but at the same time, it's like we know they ain't gonna win these games, so we're not gonna put them in the playoffs.
Wait,
you can't do that though, man. You can't do that.
No. Wait.
This is toxic, though.
This is what happens when you have 4 teams.
But this is why you play. This is why you don't just do numbers. Because watch this. On a piece of paper, a lot of watch this. When UCF played against Oklahoma, on a sheet of paper, Oklahoma should have won that game, right? Right?
Yeah. I'm not.
What UCF did to them? Oh wait. UCF? Was it UCF or was it Oklahoma? My fault. Oklahoma State. Yes. Oklahoma State. When Oklahoma State when they played UCF, everybody thought, oh, Oklahoma State, boom, they did this. They played all these great games. They played against UCF and got beat, like 48-0? This is why
are you talking about this year? What are you talking about?
Yes, this year. When Oklahoma State played against UCF. Like, they were ranked at this point in time of the year, and this is why you play the games. You don't, because you can't just go off of, oh, well, they don't have their quarterbacks, so they're probably not going to win the game. Because guess what?
I
Now
mean,
what? I'm saying
I agree with you, but like that's different from saying the top team recruiting in the nation for the last 4 years. You know what I mean? That's a different. I know the point is the same, but that's a different scenario for what people that have to make decisions.
Well,
That's
so
all I'm saying.
this is why I think they should have made, despite being 13-0 and winning the conference, to start the season, everybody felt like Florida State would be in the playoffs. So it's not like they was a team that just kind of got in
Yes.
at the end. They were there from the beginning of the season started. Everybody felt like they should be in as long as everything went right. They was in top 4 the whole time, and then at the end, it's like, nah, you out.
But
Right?
here's what I'm gonna say to this. I can run a point where even if Jordan Travis was the quarterback, I still think they screw him because of money.
Sheesh.
Yep. I don't
At the
disagree
end,
there.
at the end of the day,
That's cap.
at the end of the day, it wasn't about the best 4 teams. It's about the best 4 teams that can attract the most money. You can slice it dice however you want. They're gonna look at, man. If you look at this year and how things will break down, even if they had Jordan Travis, they're still gonna take the 4 best teams that can produce them the most money.
Yep.
Because
Nah,
at the end of the day,
I
it's all
agree
about
with
money.
y'all. I agree with y'all, but it's just from like going on what Plies said. That's just not
Yeah,
what's happening. What's happening is people are leaving because of what happened. So recruits are coming in and they're basically asking these people like, bruh, what are we playing for if we come here? Y'all literally just did what anybody would need to do to get in the playoff. Like, what do we plan for if we come out here?
so why would we
And
not
and
put
and, and they got Charles Lester, but if you go look, man, there was a lot of dudes that decommitted from Florida State.
they did.
A lot of
Uh,
dudes. A
wait,
lot
hold
of
on.
dudes that flipped.
So why did Texas get in over? So like, just to use that argument, why? Because Texas, I feel like we can all agree, right, that Ohio State, their loss was. I mean, they lost to Michigan, so like that's a pretty good loss. Other than
Yeah, Ohio State got screwed.
Other than Texas losing to Oklahoma, right, which looked like at the end of the year it was a bad loss, right?
But I think because Texas beat
oh,
Alabama, so you can't, and they was ahead of
yeah,
Alabama, so
you have to put both of
you
them in.
can't jump
Yo,
Texas.
but they
You
put.
can't let Alabama jump
So
Texas
what
and
about
Texas
Ohio
beat
State?
them.
So what about
I
Ohio State?
mean, they got
No, I'm talking
screwed
about
too.
Ohio State. I'm talking about Ohio
Yeah,
State.
I
They
mean
only
Ohio State
lost.
got screwed too
They
because
only
they was
lost
ahead of
was to
Texas
Michigan.
and Alabama.
But are we
So you
okay?
can. So that shows you that NCAA can do whatever they want to for real.
But but then
But
again, hold on. The how because also has to go off like they. I'm not an expert on this, but like the calculations are like, all right, how good were you versus other teams versus the end of the year, and what is your final ranking at the same time? Like Ohio
but
State wasn't. They weren't. I mean, they got a good team, but on like when they don't pass the eye test like that.
but
What do you mean?
here's the thing when you
They
break
was
it
ranked
down to it.
6th, wasn't they? 5.
So
Look who
then
the
they
committee.
automatically out.
But look who the committee is, right? Their narrative is ESPN and ABC. So there's no way an SEC school don't get in. If you put Bama in, you gotta put whoever beat Bama.
Yep.
That's just the nature of how the
Yeah,
game goes.
that's how
Is
Texas got in. But JB,
that's just the money.
Ohio State was ahead of Texas and Alabama. That's what I'm saying. Like they got jumped.
At the end of the year.
Yeah, at the end of the year, they was ahead of
Yes,
Alabama and Texas.
Ohio
So
was the
I mean,
host.
Oklahoma
after.
beat Texas. So let's just go ahead and bring Oklahoma on up too.
But hold on, but okay. So another thing is they got like 4 losses. So the other thing
But
is
yeah,
when you do that, when you have like a situation like this, and you have one team that's beat a team that's guaranteed to be in there, you got to put them in if they only have 1 loss, because then their records are the same. If you have Ohio State, when they play, I mean Ohio State is good. They've been consistently good, but I mean if you can't beat Michigan and Michigan's one dimensional for the most part, you kind of. I mean, I don't know. Actually, to be fair,
I mean,
I don't know how Michigan. I don't even know how Michigan got in, to be serious. But
here's
Whoa.
all right. So here's JB. Let me explain this to you. What the committee was expecting was they were expecting Washington to lose against Oregon. So if that happens, now Ohio State's in. That's the replacement for Washington. They're going to bump Ohio State in. Well, then then Alabama beats Georgia. So now that puts a whole other wrinkle into it.
And
But
they
the
was expecting the Louisville to win too.
Right. So then they took away from everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's the question is, right, if Florida State still has a quarterback and they still look like that at the end of the season with Jordan Travis, do they still get in? Is it the same thing? Right? Because all that just shows you that they don't trust the brand of Florida State to make them money. Win,
Nope.
lose, or draw. Right?
And
And
Texas
so
bring that
when you
money
look at
in.
why, Plaza saying what he's saying, it's because he feel like you should try to prove everybody wrong by playing against Georgia and don't opt out. But at this end, it's like if y'all gonna try to screw us out the biggest game that we could play, then what are we doing this for? You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna try to screw us out of it, then why play?
In my opinion,
We'll
the
show you.
biggest team that got screwed today, nobody talking about for real is Georgia.
So hey,
Georgia
I was about
really
to
got
say. So
helped.
I think
You
honestly, what it
can't
should
say
have.
that because Georgia controlled their own destiny. They could have beat
But
Alabama. They
I
didn't.
think
So
what
it
happened
happens like
was
that every year
Georgia
though.
should have went to 4 and Florida State
Yeah,
should have went to 3.
how do you drop? How do you have the track record of, okay, as long as you go undefeated the entire season, even if you lose your conference championship, anybody, because it's SEC, Big Ten, it happened last year with the Big 12, the SEC. If you go undefeated the whole year, you number one, you lose by 3 points, we ain't gonna drop you past 4. We ain't gonna drop you past 3. How did they drop Georgia all the way to 8 off a
Yeah,
3-point
yeah.
loss?
And
That's
and they've been the best team
insane.
for 3 seasons.
That's insane.
I really
That's
think
Exactly.
I
cap.
really think
That's
they should
cap.
have got dropped to 4. They should have got
They
dropped
shouldn't
to
have been
4.
dropped to
Florida
no
State go
8.
up to 3, and
All
Alabama
right,
jump to 5, and Alabama still miss it. I think that's what should have
RJ,
happened.
RJ, who is Georgia's quarterback?
Carson Beck.
That's
No,
all you
y'all,
need to
no,
know.
don't laugh. Carson Beck's a good player.
I'm
Nah,
not saying that. I'm not saying that. If Georgia had a quarterback with some recognition, they're in.
Oh, that's cap. Because you got Brock Bowers. If they get in the Brock Bowers is gonna play.
Yeah, I was about to say Georgia. Hold on, Georgia hasn't lost in 2 years.
Who's
they,
all
Yeah.
right? Listen,
they haven't lost in two
listen.
years.
Who's Michigan quarterback?
JJ
JJ
McCarthy,
McCarthy.
Okay, who's
who's
Alabama
Michigan's
quarterback?
coach.
No, no,
You
let's go
said who's
quarterback.
Alabama's
We're gonna speak
quarterback?
on this. Yeah.
Freaking
Milrow.
Jalen Miro,
Who's Texas quarterback?
Quinn Ewers,
Ewers.
Who's Washington quarterback?
MPJ.
Penix.
Michael Penix.
All right, so they have more stature than Georgia's quarterback.
Then
Uh
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck is
Yes,
way better than
Oh,
JJ McCarthy.
Carson Beck, that dude. Now I ain't
but
gonna lie,
but
Yeah, he ain't no bum.
he
I'm
that
not saying
dude.
Yeah,
he's
he's
a
good.
bum. I'm not saying he's a bum. What I'm saying to you is they have more stature in the game. They were in the Heisman race more than Carson Beck was.
Jalen
That's part
Milrow
of the
at
reason.
no point of the year was in the Heisman. At no point.
No, I'm saying Jalen Miro's stature was better than Carson Beck was. His stature, like people looked at Jalen Miros and said his name more than they said Beck from
But
Georgia.
but for good or for bad, because he was benched. Like he did get benched 2 times this year. So for good or for bad, was his name mentioned?
Yeah, but when you look at his stature, right? When you look at Jalen Miro's stature versus Beckman's stature, that set the tone. But also Alabama beating Georgia in that last game helped them. Now, I don't agree Alabama should have been in. I feel like Georgia should have been in, allowed them to go 3-peat, right? Because they already defended champ. They should get their credit, and that's what should happen. But I understand why they did what they did and put Alabama in. You're trying to take Nick Saban out on a high road to get Nick Saban out of college football. So I get it. Because that's really what's happening.
But imagine not losing for 2 years like straight, and then almost damn near you're going for a third year straight. You lose one game, and they drop
By
you to
3
six.
points.
And they drop you to 6. Yeah, bro, I'm riding. They dropped them from they were at 2, right?
They
They,
were
they,
one.
no. I think Michigan. If they were at
Michigan was
1,
one.
No,
yeah.
Michigan was one in the first one, and then
Yeah.
Georgia took over after they beat Ole Miss by
I was
30. I
about to
think
say
it was
because
like
there's
2.
no way
Yeah,
they dropped them from 1 to 6. That's impossible.
they
That's
took them
that.
from 1 to 6. Bro, I promise you.
Oh man, hold on. I need to confirm this because I thought they
Yeah,
were 2. I
they
thought
were
if they were
one.
2,
They were
that's
one.
one thing.
They were number one and lost by 3 points, and they dropped them all the
Oh
way to 7.
wait. See, because now you about to make this Kirby Smart's team was the real team. They were the real victims.
But I mean, that's what I just said. I feel like the team that ain't nobody talking about that really got effed was Georgia. They were literally number one, lost by 3 points, and they dropped them to 7. It's like that's crazy. I've never seen that in the
They
finals. I've
were
never
number
seen that.
one. They were number
Georgia
one.
trying to sue the NCAA for that.
They were number
I never
one.
seen nobody get dropped that far off a 3-point loss in the championship week.
Especially
Feel
since you
me?
lose to someone in the top 6.
Yeah, that was Georgia got effed. You feel me? They should have
Damn.
been in the playoff.
It
So why?
is about the money with the NCAA.
So why nobody?
Georgia
Hold on.
didn't deserve to be in the
So-
playoff.
What?
You're nuts.
What?
You're nuts.
Georgia beats anybody in the playoff right now, even
Yeah,
Bama.
they
And
do, but
I
they
like
lost.
Bama.
Alabama deserved to be in the playoff.
Deserves. I mean, okay, I get it. SEC champ. All right, you got it. But Georgia will literally beat anybody. Anybody.
Yeah, you could say
Georgia will
that,
beat
but they
Texas.
lost.
Georgia will beat Washington. Georgia will beat
It's not
Michigan.
the SEC playoffs. It's college football playoffs.
Not all right, yes, but let's not act crazy. Let's not act like 2 of the top 6 teams are in the SEC. Like that's just the truth. It's not biased.
Does anybody think Michigan is a top team?
No.
They ain't better
Yeah,
than Georgia.
they top 6. They top 5.
So you think I mean like a top? Do you think Michigan really deserves to be in the playoffs, regardless
They
of
ain't
the
better
shooting
than
stuff?
Georgia.
Yes, they went undefeated. They didn't
So did
lose.
Florida
So does
State.
Florida State. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like I watched 3 Michigan
agreeing.
games this year, and I was like, they good, but like I don't think if they got into the playoffs, they would really be. I just don't see them
Still
better
got their
than.
quarterback though. If Florida State had their quarterback and didn't have 2 bad performances at the end of the season, then it would have been different.
Like I said, y'all, if y'all want to get mad at somebody, let's all just grab pitchforks and blame TCU because they the ones who ruined this.
No, TCU
I
got
agree
nothing
with
to
that
do with
because,
that.
like I said, it happened last
Well,
year.
that's kind of true.
TCU.
Let me clarify
TCU
something.
went undefeated, and then they got to the championship, lost by 3. They dropped them boys 1
No,
spot.
they lost last year. Remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They actually lost twice.
Yeah, they lost. I remember they wasn't undefeated.
They lost their bowl game.
It's crazy.
So who was that?
It
K-State?
is what it
They
is.
lost to K-State?
Yeah, I watched the game too. It was. I mean,
All right, so
12 is gonna be much better than 4. Let's say
RJ,
that.
all right, so let's do this. If you have to put your 4 best teams, who you taking?
I'd have left for how it was. No disrespect to Bama. I left for how it was and just re-ranked everybody.
Wait.
So give me that 4. Give me your 4.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'd have left. We'd have had to go Michigan 1, Washington 2, Georgia 3, Florida State 4.
Wait, hold on. So you would have left Georgia in there even though they lost to Alabama?
Based on what you've done in previous years, you ain't got no choice. I mean, you do got a choice, obviously, but ain't no y'all not keeping y'all word on this shit. Like, oh, it's cool, go undefeated the entire season. Then you losing the SEC championship, you losing the Big 12 championship. You only lost by 3. Don't worry about it. We ain't gonna drop you too far. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's been every year.
RJ, can we just like, all right, look, RJ, no one's listening. Let's just keep it a buck. The SEC should have got left out. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know about left out.
The SEC has the best team.
No,
They
but
got the 2 best teams.
But think about it. Texas, all right, you get your bid. Boom.
All right, go ahead.
Florida State.
Give your 4 because I'm gonna give my 4. Go ahead, give your 4.
All right, my 4. What I think not the best. Just what I think should have been in. It should have been Michigan 1, Washington 2, Florida State 3, and then you have to put Texas at 4. Or if you want, you could change Texas or Florida State. But that should have been the 4 end.
What you got, JB?
Man, Texas, Washington, Alabama, Georgia.
In
what you got, Brazy?
Not that order, but
it don't matter the order. I just want to know your 4.
Those are the 4 best teams to me.
The only thing I might change is I might take Texas out because they lost to Oklahoma and put in Florida State, and that's it. Because Florida State were undefeated. That's why I do that. And one person, a quarterback, is not more important than 21 other starters on the team. So, yeah.
Go ahead, old man.
Replace Alabama with Florida State.
Damn, no Ohio State love?
Are y'all picking like which team should be in the playoffs or what are the 4 best teams?
No, I'm saying what's
you have
your
in the
4?
playoffs?
Yeah, which 4 teams would you have in the playoffs?
Okay, those are my 4. Those are my 4 best teams.
But how would you put the? You have to
Based
playoff.
upon my eye test, my fourth team would come down to Washington and Michigan out of my four teams. I would have Georgia.
Damn.
I would
Washington?
have
What's it got?
I would have Georgia. I'll have Texas in. I'll have Alabama in, and my 14 will come down to Florida State and Washington
Or Michigan, right?
or Michigan. Yeah.
Damn.
Based off the
So you would have left 3 undefeated teams out almost. 2 undefeated
That's
teams out.
Based upon the eye test. I'm literally watching the football games and watching off of eye test. Right? I can make an argument for either one of those 3 teams, but I can also make an argument.
Man, we don't play for eye test. We play for wins.
Yeah, but if you really, see, here's the thing, right? When you're talking about comparing schedules and who people play, that matters to me. And that's part of the eye test. A lot of the time, a lot of stuff is getting judged off of not even getting judged upon who you play.
Facts.
And that's what a real problem is, because if you're talking about the best 4 teams, then you got to consider who are you playing.
That's why I think Alabama had to be it, because they played the toughest schedule. The most top. They got the most top 15 wins of anybody in the country.
Yep.
That's why I put Alabama over Texas.
The most top 15 wins. Top 15 wins. We're not talking top 25. I'm talking top 15. They beating top 50. They got the most top 15 wins of anybody in the country.
But to be honest, they came out with the best outcome, though. To be honest, ain't nothing.
Leaving off Michigan would have been like, bro. This would have been like, nah, bro. They could.
But for me, Michigan to me has my eye test, because they ain't really play nobody for me to really see eye.
They beat Ohio State.
Really have to
They beat Ohio State again.
Ohio State ain't Ohio State like they usually are, though.
Come on,
wow.
Didn't they beat Penn State? Did they play Penn State?
Listen, this is no disrespect, but you're talking about Ohio State and Penn State compared to what everybody else has to play.
Yeah.
Wait. Time out. Hold on. Are you trying to tell me that Oregon is better than Ohio State?
No, I'm not trying to tell you that. What I'm saying to you is, I'm saying when you look at the schedule, you break down what Michigan played with the Penn State and Ohio State, right?
Those are 2 top 10 teams throughout the year.
Because they ain't playing nobody in the Big Ten. So of course you should be.
Wait, time out. Hold on.
The Big Ten is very top heavy. Very top heavy.
It is
2 or 3 teams.
Penn State is.
So we seen Florida State beat LSU at the beginning of the year, right?
We
seen that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's disputing
SEC teams can be beat. These teams can be beat.
Nobody's saying they can't be beat. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you look at the strength of schedule, when you talk about Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, who have they really played? Outside of them 3 played each other.
All right, hold on.
Purdue.
Maryland. Purdue.
I mean, it ain't too much.
They're not bad teams, but they're not good teams.
Schedule, because if we go
shout out to the Big
strength
Ten.
of schedule, you got Georgia. You got Georgia over here playing Tennessee Community College.
Cupcakes.
Okay.
They're playing cupcakes.
Community colleges.
They're playing.
Listen, I'm not disputing that at all, but the SEC has better teams than the Big Ten.
Yes.
When you break down, yes, they have played some cupcake people, but the SEC teams that they have played are better than the Big Ten teams that Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State have played.
And that cupcake schedule thing is, everybody plays a cupcake schedule beginning of the season.
Oh, they should. Everybody. If they don't, they need to fix it.
Everybody. Well, who played Sacramento State out of the Pac-12? It was like Oregon.
Oregon beat them 81 and 81 and nothing. Yeah,
they put 80 on them boys.
To be serious, Colorado.
That was Portland State.
Portland State, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, USC started with what was that? San Jose State. Like, I mean, it happened.
That wasn't no run through at first though. That was like a good game at the beginning of the game.
But y'all know who started that, right? The SEC started that, bro. They started playing San Jose Community X4 College out of Fort Worth, Texas. Like, they played like those small schools. They beat up on them for a check. They've been doing this in the SEC.
But you want to warm up though. You don't want to just go out there and
That's
just
how you
play
don't
without
want, bruh. You said
continuity
warm
enough.
up.
We're talking about teams when they get into the meat of the schedule. Who do they play? And the SEC is always going to play the better teams.
Facts, because they all ranked top 15, top 20.
If the SEC and the Big Ten combined, you would only have 2 competitive teams in the Big Ten.
And right now, even if you did go to 12 team, how many? I think it's 7, 8 SEC teams right now that's going to be in.
They're going to get at least. They're going to get at least half the field.
Yeah, it's going to minimum 5.
Hey, Georgia first game was Ball State and UT something. Florida State played LSU.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, you can't make this up.
If you went to 12 teams right now, and this is just the proof, half of them are going to be made by SEC teams, and then you're going to get 3 teams out of the Big Ten. You're going to get the champion from the Pac-12. Your Florida State will be in, right? And then you'll get they'll just throw a Liberty in there just for the hell of the sake of it. But when you really break it down, it's going to be a majority of SEC schools in there.
And when you do it like that, any of them SEC schools that's up there could win it.
I ain't gonna lie, Liberty is crazy. But
it's what I didn't rank them. That's what they ranked them at.
Yeah, I know, but they would get embarrassed. That would be.
Hey, Rob.
That's
think
how
Colorado
it's gonna go.
can make the
They're
playoff
gonna give
next
an
year?
automatic bid to one of the little schools next year.
They got to win the Big 12.
I ain't gonna lie. If they keep getting dogs like this, it's very possible.
But let me
Yeah,
ask
the Lundy get. I'm on board.
Let me ask you a question,
They
though,
need
bro.
Nick scored that boys.
Yo, BZ, let me ask you this question though. Do you think that even if they come second, think about it, it's 12 teams. So if they come second, maybe they don't got to win the Big 12.
That's
Maybe
a money
Who's
team too.
who's first though? Who's first though?
Now the question, but the true question that comes after that is who they competing against to get in.
Yeah, like who's that team?
Because what if it's a 13-0 Liberty team, like Rob said, is the last spot to get in?
Let's just say I'm gonna give you an
example.
example. 8-3 Mizzou. 8-3 Mizzou versus let's just say
11-1, 10-2 Colorado.
That's
you let Colorado in.
They're gonna put Colorado in. That ain't even an argument.
Okay. So hold on. Now what if like
so
I said, what
do
you value?
It has to listen. I'll explain this. It has to be a pristine college that Colorado has to go against for them not to put them in. Like it will have to be somewhere like a Florida State. Well,
I think they have a Florida State. It'd be Auburn,
LSU, or Miami. It has to be somebody with some legacy, some pristine to it, for that to not happen.
Okay, well,
probably get in though.
That's going to be the argument.
If you put them against any team that's not a pristine college, Colorado gets in easy. There ain't no question about it because of the money. So but also who are the other 11 teams though? Because with 12 teams, they're going to try to touch every region, right? So CU has a big market share. So you would want to put Colorado in that state because you want the market share, what they will bring, plus the money aspect of that.
Like if you think about it, the Big 12 next year losing their 2 biggest markets. So it's not like, I mean, I don't know who even if they don't win the Big 12, if they have the same record as somebody like a Utah, you probably gonna put Colorado in.
I like Colorado more than Utah next year.
It comes down to matchups too. Also, who do you got to match up against, right?
Like
it's gonna track dollars.
Yep. So like if Colorado and Utah,
you don't want to put what you don't want to do is you don't want to put Colorado in just for them to go turn around and play Georgia right off the bat. Like, yeah, you're gonna make a lot of money off that game, but you also want them to like keep building up the playoffs, right? So now, do you bump a Colorado up and put them like in a 9th or 8th or 9th spot or 10th spot where they don't have to play like a Georgia, Alabama right off the rip? They get like the 3rd or 4th or 5th best team where they got a possibility of might beating them and getting to the next round. So that's gonna play a part too.
What if the seeds are based off your conference championship, like the 4 conference championships get the top 4 seeds?
They're not gonna do that. It just guarantee that you got a spot. They're gonna do it like that. That would make no sense because then somebody gonna get screwed.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know who. Like, to be serious, like the Big 12 is not that good next year. I'm kind of like, who does
Utah,
and
K-State.
Colorado? K-State. I mean, K-State can win. They got good coaching, good legacy, good history, but they don't
Oklahoma
know.
State.
Oklahoma State, they just got that running back, man. Like I don't even
Well,
they not consistent. I mean, they
you
can
can
win.
mark Oklahoma State up for 9 wins. I don't care what's
Yeah,
going
they
on.
They,
always
they,
They
they,
gonna
they
get
always get
yeah.
9.
Yeah,
They
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 always
gonna get
get they
always
9
always
wins.
get
nine.
9.
You
But I
can
just
for the most part you can mark Kansas State up around the 9-win season.
Shout out to
yeah.
Sunday, man. He
Um,
always get it done.
yeah.
But like
Uh,
next year, like who's a double-digit win team though, other than Utah?
I don't
I don't
think
even know
Utah
if
I
got
got
that.
I
Utah's
got
a
see
double digit.
but see I got to see Utah's schedule, but they should get there because Ken Rising
It's
he's
coming
coming
Cam
back.
back,
Rising.
so
Yeah.
Yep.
that'll help them because they have better quarterback play.
I was
I did,
Kansas should be solid next year for sure. They could win 10 games.
man.
Um,
I went to KU
I'll
on,
say
man.
the sleeper team for me though. I would say UCF. That might
UCF,
be
No,
a
yeah,
sleeper
that
team.
was thinking about that too.
That might
no.
be a sleeper.
Arizona too.
I'm counting them as a sleeper team. I'm not saying that they.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
you. Sleep. I got you.
they're a
Yeah,
sleeper team.
yeah. Mm, I don't
But
know.
I ain't
I
gonna
don't
if
even know who my sleeper team would be in the Big 12.
Arizona's a big. Hold on, isn't their best receiver coming back from Arizona?
Yeah, they whole team
Terry
pretty much come back.
Terry coming
possibility,
back?
we still got the whole spring, man. Anything can happen.
That's true.
I ain't gonna lie. If that's the case, man, then they Arizona, you gotta put them in there because they're gonna have the best receiver in the whole Big 12. So that's gonna be
I
something.
think
Nah,
I
Will
don't know
stop.
Shepard
about that.
in there is gonna be debatable.
Oh,
Wait,
he
hold on.
could
And
be. I
Travis.
don't think he's the best receiver in the
You
Big
said
12, bro.
wait out of like just off name right now he is. I mean we gotta see it, but just off name he is. I ain't
T
gonna lie.
Mac,
Yeah.
Yeah, he crazy. He
he
crazy. I ain't gonna
good.
lie.
I don't think he's the best receiver in the Big 12 though.
Who's better than him?
Man, I would pick.
Matthew Golden
I'll put it to
left.
you like this. I'll put it to you like this. I'm not gonna put him as a definite one. I'll put him in the conversation.
I'm saying
I'll
though.
say Will
Who,
Shepard.
Who
But see,
played in
here's
the
the thing,
SEC
though.
last year? So
There's a lot of players who still haven't announced their decision yet because Arizona is playing in the bowl game. So
That's true.
after their bowl game, a lot of these players are going to start announcing that hey, they're either going to the portal or they're going to the league. So there's still some decisions to be made. There's still another wave of what's really happening. There's still a bunch of decisions to be made from the teams that still playing the bowl game. So there's still a lot to see of what these teams really going to look like. It's really too early to tell because with the next transfer portal window opening and kids still making a decision on what they're going to do, it's still a lot of speculation going on of what these teams really going to look like next year.
And on that wide receiver tip, look out for Javon Baker from Central Florida.
Yep. He good.
Look for Javon Baker in that conversation. I think he might be
he goes
right
to the
now.
league, right?
No, I think he coming back.
Man, to be serious, like Travis Hunter.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We finna do these game picks today. We got 4 games today. I just want to do these little game picks with y'all. And then tomorrow we'll do the playoff matchups as we get closer to the playoff games for this weekend. But today's game, first game on the slate, we got Louisville versus USC. Who y'all got? No, that's not the first game. That's not the first game. Virginia Tech versus Tulane. That's the first game.
Is
I'm
Tulane
gonna
coach
say
not there
Tulane's
no more? Is
quarterback's
he?
not playing.
Isn't
Tulane's
Tulane
They
coach
a
at Houston?
lost a receiver. They lost a quarterback.
Yeah.
Isn't they coach at
They
Houston?
lost their coach. Give me Vatek.
Man.
Give me
By
Tech,
Tech?
bro. That's
Yeah,
not
give me
gonna
Tech.
be. That's not even gonna be competitive, bro.
All right. We got North Carolina versus West Virginia.
That's a sneaky
Give
good
me
game
NC.
for real.
Give me.
You said who you got, BZ?
North Carolina.
All right. Oh yeah, I know you like Drake May. I forgot. Yeah.
Drake May's
He
not
opted
playing,
out.
right?
He's not playing, is he?
Nope.
Is he? No, he can't
He
be.
opted out.
Why
No.
would he play? He finna be the second overall pick. Why would
Yeah,
he
he's
play?
out.
Well, man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I want to lean the other way because May ain't playing.
I'll go West Virginia.
Is North Carolina starting running back playing? Yeah, I like him, man. Yeah, I can't think what to do with name.
See, that's why I don't like picking the bowl games because, like, bro, damn near like someone's whole team be out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Give me. I'm gonna go Carolina. I think they pull it out.
Carolina over West Virginia. All right. All right, then the next game is Louisville versus USC.
Stop playing, man. We
Louisville.
ready to beat them dudes by 50. You hear me?
Louisville about to blow them out.
We about to beat them
My
boys by
God,
50.
man.
Y'all ain't
Louisville
got
gonna
no
destroy.
quarterback. Y'all ain't got a
Y'all ain't got
first, a second,
nothing.
or a third.
Who's the
Y'all punter
quarterback?
might play quarterback.
Who's
Bro,
the
Like
who's
on
our
quarterback?
Madden.
quarterback, bro?
Who's the quarterback?
Facts.
Busy, man. I feel for you, my
Oh
brother.
my
Who is our
God,
quarterback?
bro. We
How
don't
about
have
Malachi,
that boy Net?
we don't
y'all
even have
got
a
Shout out to the
quarterback.
city, man.
We don't have a quarterback at all.
Bro, yeah, they
502.
don't.
You coming. We ready to destroy them
Wait,
boys.
Who
time out,
is
time
our
out.
quarterback?
Are y'all trolling or like are y'all serious?
I'm
No,
dead
we
serious. We
no
don't
serious.
have a
serious.
quarterback.
They ain't got no quarterback, bro. All them
Oh,
dudes hit the
Caleb,
portal.
Caleb Williams out. The backup quarterback,
In the
Nelson
portal.
transferred.
who's the so who's their third string? They gotta have
Bro,
a
it's a
third
third
string.
string,
A
but he's a
punter.
white boy, bro. What's his
A
name,
punter.
bro? What's his name, bro? Bro, I forgot his name, bro.
A
Oh
Come
my
on,
punter from
God.
man.
California.
This is
Feel me?
terrible, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
so
This is
Beasley.
terrible.
just say
Beasley, this
who
your
the
Louisville,
team,
people
bro.
on,
Bro,
dog.
bro.
Louisville. I'm Louisville, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
facts. We got that.
This
Ain't
your
nobody
team,
sitting
dog.
out on our
Fuck
side. You hear me?
around
We
with him,
full
nigga.
stream, full force.
On the ride with him, Beasley.
I
Bro,
ain't gonna
Miller
This your
lie,
Law's
bro.
team,
not good,
dog.
bro.
I ain't gonna
Your
lie,
I
whole
ain't
bro.
gonna.
team, your whole team just quit in the middle of the
That's
season.
nasty. That's so nasty.
We don't
Nasty
got
work,
we don't
man.
got what's his name? Dominic Jackson, bro. We don't got nobody, bro. We
Hey,
ain't
They
got
bro,
got
Patrick
look.
Curtis gone.
Hey,
Malik
They ain't got
Brown, got
I don't even
Rice
think
gone.
what's his
y'all
I
keep
don't
name?
even
Zachariah Branch at quarterback.
Williams. We just
Yeah,
got Branch.
Branch.
All we got is Branch and Lemon. We
I,
Y'all
got
can put
Branch and
Brent. Y'all
Lemon
can
out
put
there.
Branch at quarterback.
I'm trying to think of this. I'm trying to think of y'all Caden Bullock. I don't think he playing neither.
Didn't y'all
Bro,
We got
start
straight freshmen out
corner?
here.
Miller and
Didn't y'all
We
Moss.
got
corner
hey,
transfer?
we got straight
Miller
freshmen out
Moss is
here
a
right now.
quarterback.
It's gonna be straight
Hey,
freshmen.
hey,
Freshmen and
Beasley, who your
sophomores.
quarterback? They say Miller Moss is your quarterback.
Yeah, he was a 4-star a couple years ago, but I don't like him, man. All right,
Hey,
I got
bro.
SC. I'm gonna say
Even with
SC
all
just
them
because I gotta say SC. I'm
receivers,
gonna say SC. I can't go
They ain't
against
got no
my
receivers no more.
even with all them
team, man.
receivers
We
they
got
got, bro.
Branch. Branch finna go off. Branch
That's
finna
it. You
put on his
can't.
back.
Yo, is Thrash playing? Is
Yeah,
Jamari
Jamari playing. Everybody from Louisville playing.
and Jamari Thrash? We trust, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my
All right, so
God.
the last game of the day, we got Texas A&M. We got Texas A&M and Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State, bro. Their whole
Oklahoma
And
roster,
State.
their whole team is playing.
Whole Texas A&M whole team is in the portal.
No, I'm
it was
saying
Hold on,
Oklahoma,
like
Texas
it last
A&M
week
versus
too.
who?
Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's team, they're playing. Like their whole team is here. They ain't really.
Oklahoma State versus Texas A&M.
Yeah, bro.
Give me Texas A&M.
You
What?
All right.
crazy?
Well,
Oh, see, he just
You know
yeah.
how many 5-stars and 4-stars they still got after losing all them players? Give me Texas A&M.
who?
They still
That's
got a
true
lot of
though.
players, bro. They still
They
have a lot
do.
of players,
They got a
Dude,
lot of talent on
dude,
that roster,
they
bro.
bro. They've
lost,
been recruiting crazy the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They had
bro.
the
No,
best recruiting class 2 years ago. They only lost
that's
like
what I'm saying. No, they lost everybody in that recruiting class, but besides like
Yeah,
two people,
everybody's gone.
they lost everybody in that
they
recruiting
still
class.
got a lot of them kids though.
Yeah, they
Name,
still
So
got a lot of players.
watch this,
they
watch this,
still got
watch this.
talent.
This why
Hey,
I get
Google the article. It's
The
five, like both years, they 5 stars left.
name
the
one 5-star they have left on their roster.
I got to go look at the roster, but I
I just
think
need one.
what's the linebacker that's declaring the Cooper kid? I think he's the best linebacker in the draft.
But I'm saying
45.
though,
Edric Cooper, I think
everybody's
his name.
gone. Texas A&M, their whole that like legendary class that they had, the highest class, all those players are gone.
See, what's going to be interesting is, right, once these games are over with this weekend, who really hit that portal?
Facts.
That's what it's talking about game on.
This is the
The
portal.
portal
This is the
already
portal
doing
hall that you
backflips
want.
right now.
Hey, listen, that thing's going to be on another level. Another level after this weekend.
I ain't gonna
Man,
lie, bro. The portal's like the
Texas A
shadow realm. Some kids is getting
Texas
better
A&M
in the
finna
shadow
get
realm.
beat to sleep. Who the
Hey,
quarterback for
Ole
Texas
Miss and
A&M?
Oregon gonna try to build super teams for
Oh yeah,
sure.
who is it? Yeah, you're right. Who is the quarterback? Because Max transferred to North Carolina.
They
Yeah,
got
who
a
is
they
that
got a
dude?
four they got a 4-star black kid. I forgot his name. He's a big dude. I gotta go look his name.
They
He's
5-star quarterback. He was off because he's off for the year. Then Max
Who
Wegman.
coach?
Yeah,
started. He out.
Who coaching the team?
Oh, that's a
I
good
have no.
question.
I think the
that's a
black dude's still there.
that's a great question. Who's coaching? That is a great question.
No, he in Syracuse, bro.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he took a job in Syracuse. I think.
Yeah. He did. He went to Syracuse.
Hmm.
So
Man, Texas A&M
who's
about to lose all their momentum.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
who
You're
they
telling
playing again?
So you're telling
Oklahoma
me
State.
the same thing that happened to Syracuse, where basically they had no one coaching. They had no one coaching for Syracuse.
Them boys is out there playing semi-pro backyard football.
Like it looked nasty, bro. They had no coach. They got beat by 50.
Bro, they just getting there for the church's money, dog. That's
Give me
all.
See,
Oklahoma
bro,
State, man. Yeah,
this
Oklahoma
is
State.
why they don't watch
Boy.
bowl games, bro. Look at this. Look at the product they putting on the field. Nobody want to watch this.
UCF has emerged as the team to watch out for Arkansas transfer KJ Jefferson.
Oh,
Oh, if they get
hey,
KJ,
Hey,
that's
that
lit.
boy is an athlete right
hey.
there. That's an
Yeah,
athlete.
if they get
That,
KJ, that's lit.
that's kind of why I said UCF, man. They could be a sleeper team, man, in the Big 12 next year, man. They got some receivers, though. They got some receivers.
They got
They
some.
just
They
need a
got some
quarterback.
talent.
They got a
Yeah.
1-2 punch out there. It's probably one of the top 15 in the country as far as wide receivers. So they got some dudes. Let's see if they can put it together.
Now, I got a question, and it's the last one before we end this live. Georgia versus Florida State.
Come on,
Nobody
man. Just
cares.
end the live. Just end the live.
Nobody cares.
Hey, I
End the
got
live.
Georgia by plus 30.
I just
Georgia
got
by
Time
to
out.
plus
Yo,
30.
Rob, first of all, you wrong for asking that because we should be talking about the spread. You should at least
Bro,
you
yeah,
talking
let's see
about
how much they gonna lose
you
by.
wrong for asking that. At least give me a spread. At least give me a 14.
Facts.
All right,
Let's.
I'm going to go 21 and a half.
Florida
Oh,
State,
Are
give
they
me Florida
going
no
State.
way.
over?
Give me Florida State
Give me the
21 and a half.
over.
I'll take it.
Give me the
Give me
over.
the
I'll take it.
over on
Give me
that.
I'll take the
Georgia
spread.
on the over.
I'll take the spread. I ain't gonna lie.
Who
I'll take
who
the
playing
21.
for? Hey, but let's ask this question: Who playing for Georgia?
Everybody
Oh no,
except
I ain't gonna lie. Georgia got
except
people.
for
Georgia
Yeah,
got
Georgia
people.
got players.
Georgia got people,
Georgia
what's
finna
the
bro.
tight end?
unload
I
some
keep
monster
forgetting his
freshmen
name.
that been in that weight room all year.
Bowers ain't playing.
Bowers ain't playing,
You know
but
what's
they
so
still
crazy?
got a lot of
They got
dudes.
another
Georgia,
tight end next up. They got so many 5-star tight ends. Next man up.
They got
Georgia can
they
win 8 games with their backups. They can legitimately they can go out there and win 8 games with their backups without their starters. That's how deep
facts.
Georgia is.
Man,
Facts.
they
Give me
said
Georgia.
Florida State ain't scoring. That's
They
Wait,
not.
hold on,
Who the
hold on.
quarterback?
That's
You playing
disrespectful.
quarterback for them that
That's
weekend?
disrespectful.
Hey, they
Yeah.
talking
And
about Florida and the
Georgia got the
dumbest
best
quarterback
secondary in the
7 to the
country.
state
Hold
in front of
on. And Benson ain't playing either, is he?
Who?
Ain't nobody playing for Georgia.
Florida State running back.
He going to
Nah,
the
he ain't
league.
playing.
Oh man, this is so ugly.
Keon Coleman ain't playing. Yeah, it's over.
Keon
Georgia by 80.
Coleman just announced today he going to the league, dog. He ain't playing that game.
Oh, this is ugly.
It's over. Georgia
Hey,
80.
CL3,
It was
can I get
they was
CL3 in there?
they was
CL3
gonna
practice.
lose
He can play.
regardless, but now it's gonna be worse.
Hey, listen, CL3 can play this weekend. He's
Man,
practicing right
if
now.
you put that kid out there on the field, you're a damn fool.
I'm just saying he can play.
Hey,
That's
they
all
might
I'm
have
saying.
to. They might have to play.
I'm not saying he
Hey, as
gonna
long as
play,
CL3 out, want
but
to
I'm saying
play.
he eligible to play.
You know he want to play.
Beasley, it's gonna be 50.
So what, bro? College experience, first game versus the best roster in the world. Give me that.
Okay. That what USC gonna be putting out there today. Like why
Hey,
y'all
yo,
even went to
Jay.
Beasley, why y'all even went to the bowl game, Beasley?
Look,
He said,
man,
why
Do
y'all
y'all?
even hey?
we
How many
gonna win,
players do
man.
y'all? How many players do y'all have to even play in a
All
bowl
right, we
game?
didn't lose that many players. Like we
Hey
literally
yo,
didn't lose.
hey yo, somebody
We
said
If,
lost some
CL3
top
gonna play
players, but we
QB.
didn't lose that many players. Huh?
hey, listen, is Rice playing? Is Rice playing today?
No,
But
Rice
hey,
ain't
when this
playing.
rule come into effect, it's over with. It's over for USC once this rule come into effect on January 2nd. It's over.
Ooh. Who your quarterback gonna be, Beasley?
Miller Moss.
Louisville by 40.
You said his name with some confidence. I appreciate that. That was
Yeah, we
Miller
appreciate that, but
Moss.
Louisville got some dogs up front. You hear me? We get
Hey,
after
it's
the
a lot.
quarterback.
Hey,
I ain't
look,
even
look,
gonna
look,
hold y'all.
look.
It's a lot of teams I'm questioning. Like, man, why y'all even go to a bowl game knowing
Yo,
that y'all
yo,
have y'all rostered in?
For
I
the
ain't in.
bowl gear, for the
Florida
bowl
State.
gear,
if Florida
and the
State,
headphones.
if Florida
That's the
State
only
beats
thing good
Georgia,
about going to bowl games. We
if
get bowl
Florida
gear,
State,
you get headphones,
Ooh,
you
that
get gift
Missouri Ohio
cards.
State game. That's a good game right there.
yo,
We just gonna talk about it tomorrow.
if Florida State beats Georgia, they gotta hang up a banner. They got to. I ain't gonna lie, they have to. If they beat Georgia, they gotta put up a banner.
Bro,
Don't worry,
come on, dog.
you ain't got to worry about that. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that
Come
ain't gonna
on,
happen.
dog.
That's they'll lose with everybody playing.
Hey, they'll
Even
shock
Jordan
the
Travis.
world, boy. They'll
Even Jordan
shock the
Travis,
world,
they'll
boy.
get beat by 20.
Hey, Beasley, they in the same predicament y'all in. Who playing quarterback?
Nah. Florida State beating Georgia is way different than us beating Louisville. Come on now.
What you trying to
That's
say?
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Y'all ain't got no quarterback. They ain't got no quarterback. What we talking about?
If
Hey,
Georgia loses
Louisville.
this game, that would be the craziest thing ever.
Louisville finna send a house on them boys all night, dog.
50-piece
All
game.
right.
Listen, the only person I want to see go off for Louisville is my boy 3, man. You know what I'm saying? My boy Coleman, man. It's time for him to go
Kev,
off.
he been big this year too. He been turned for us all season. He been making plays when they need to be made.
That's
He
my
been play.
dog, man. Shout out to my
I
St. Louis
forgot you.
boys.
I forgot you from St. Louis too.
Hey, my St. Louis boys, man. Hey, y'all, I'm always rooting for them. Don't care what team they on.
Yeah, look, hell
Be,
tough.
hey, Beasley, question. Who gonna be the quarterback next year, Beasley?
You asked me this before. I'm gonna tell you, Will Howard.
Man,
I wish Murphy would have came home, man. I don't know why that
you
dude
said
didn't.
hold on. You talking about Will Howard from K-State?
Kansas State.
That's your quarterback. That's man.
Man, I wish we would have got Malik Murphy, bro. Where that man go? Baylor?
He
Why
went
Duke.
he
to
ain't come
Duke.
home?
He went to
Oh, he
Duke.
went. Yeah, he went to
Hey,
Duke.
BZ. Y'all gotta go get Cam Ward, man. Y'all gotta get him. No,
Yeah,
I thought he was
Nah,
going
that's
to
that's
what.
Miami.
Cam, dog.
Miami,
That's a
Miami,
lot.
He's
Miami.
going to Miami.
Miami to
damn.
lock that up, dog.
Oh, that's tough. That's
Who
tough.
Florida State?
They don't know.
Luke Promenade. That boy Promenade.
Whoever up here on the panel right now can play quarterback for them right now.
Hey, Promenade is easy. He's an athlete, though.
Bro, I don't want it, bro. I don't want it. When people in Florida State up here talking about DJ Overlay and they excited, boy, you know it's a problem.
Oh yeah, that's why I forgot he was rumored to be
That's so
going there.
messed up because I forgot about him. Like
They
I
hosted
forgot.
him and
I,
Cam Ward, so they want him.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. There's a bunch of schools that's in trouble with a quarterback. Ohio State.
Yeah.
No,
They ain't got no quarterback.
They got Aaron Nolan. They got Aaron Nolan.
Yeah, he gonna start, and he gonna
Yeah,
be
but
bad. He not gonna be that
I'm
good.
talking about if they had to
Aaron,
play in the bowl game, they've been screwed. They would have to play in the playoffs.
I mean, but it's Ohio State, bro. They can always find somebody.
they better get man. Aaron,
Bro,
Yeah,
Ohio
you
State.
can find anybody when you got great receivers. Your
That's,
receivers leaving, so I
that's what I'm
just
saying, bro.
like
Those receivers at Ohio State, bro, always
Now,
top tier. Always.
Ohio State always replenish wide receivers. Like that's their per. But they also got a good recruiter for wide receivers though. So you can't even hardline. I mean, he the best of
That's
the
the
best when it
best
comes
recruiter in
to
the
getting.
nation.
When it comes to receivers, going to go get
Yeah.
somebody. Oh, he's gonna get you. I gotta give him
It's
credit.
not even
Credit
that he
due. He
gonna
gonna go
get you.
get
He
him.
gonna turn you into something.
Somebody said
hey
Derek.
Beasley, quick question: is y'all gonna keep Lincoln Riley? Just
To be
ask,
honest with you, I really don't know what Lincoln Riley gonna do. After this rule
I
got passed, USC had a lot of transfers from the last two, so
I heard,
I really don't
I
know
heard he going to
how
the
this rule
league.
gonna go. We had a lot of
I heard he
transfers
going
from
to
the
the
last
league.
2 years that was like freshmen and underclassmen, so a lot of players could leave now.
Hey,
So
busy. I heard he leaving, dog, after this game, man. I heard he going to the NFL. I'm just playing with you, man. I'm just playing.
but a good question though. If he do leave, let's play hypothetical before we get off here. If he do leave, who gonna be the next coach at USC?
Kingsbury, you know he gonna leave to Kingsbury.
Oh man,
Oh God, now
oh
y'all
my
really in
god.
trouble.
my Beasley.
Who else he gonna give
Now,
it to? It's gonna be
now y'all really
Kingsbury.
in
I
trouble.
promise you, it's gonna be Kingsbury.
He sucks.
Man,
You trust?
He
You
that's
trust
sucked at
him?
the NFL. He sucked at
You
the
trust him?
NFL. He's a good
He
coordinator.
wasn't
I'm
He's a
good
asking,
good
in
do you
offensive
trust
college
him?
either.
mind.
I'm
He's a
asking, do
good
you
offensive
trust him,
mind.
Beasley? That's all.
Yes, I trust him. He had some years to develop. He's been in different coaching. I think he'll be good. I think he'll be good.
you're lying to yourself.
Honest to God, I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Beasley, you remember when you got on here? Beasley, you remember when you got on here and told us y'all was gonna beat Notre Dame and all that stuff? It sound like how you sounded that
Listen, man, the boys in South Central, they'll be all right. They'll be
I
all
hope
right.
so. I mean, y'all can go throw some money at Urban Meyer. He might come coach y'all. Y'all
Nah,
got
Oh,
look,
hey,
I
hey,
want Kingsbury.
that would
Let
bring y'all back
Kingsbury
up
get
to
a year.
prominence.
We're gonna let
Boy said
Hey,
Urban
Kingsbury get a
Meyer's
year.
the
That's who
USC
Lincoln
coach.
Riley brought in.
You're
Listen,
crazy. You're
hey,
nuts.
busy. I'll tell you one thing, boy. Hey, the whole state of California be locked up to USC if y'all go get Urban Meyer.
Yep.
Yeah, boy, hey,
We
Y'all
got
got
the
UCLA
whole state of
defensive
Cali gonna be
coordinator
locked
too.
up.
Y'all know that, right? We got UCLA defensive coordinator.
I'm just saying, y'all got the money out there in Hollywood. Y'all can throw it at him. Gonna need to be over 100 mil though.
Hey,
He
our
gonna he
defense
gonna he
gonna
gonna
be
be in
different
trouble
next
though.
year. You hear me? Our defense gonna be different next year. It's gonna be a totally
USC is
different
in the middle of the
USC.
hood, bro. Don't
We just
nobody
need
want to
a
go USC,
quarterback.
bro.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Nigga get robbed every day.
Well, stay your ass in the house.
Hey,
That's what you need to say.
listen, man. I'm
Hey,
just
I'm gonna
telling
drop a
you.
bombshell, everybody, before we pull off.
Go ahead, drop it.
Look out for Malachi Nelson to be interested to take a visit to CU in the next couple weeks.
Hell no.
Who's that? You talking
He
about the
going to
backup
Third,
Ohio
quarterback?
State. He going to
the
Ohio
third through
State.
the third through the
I
seventh.
said a visit. I said a visit. I
Ohio
didn't say
Third
he's
through
State,
the
committing. I
LSU.
didn't say he was
Ohio
committing.
State and LSU. That's who you look
I,
out for him.
I
That's the
said
only two
look out for
schools.
him to possibly make a visit to CU in the next couple weeks.
the
Oh,
third
you
through the
talking
seventh.
about you talking about the backup quarterback for USC?
Yeah. And
He
guess
was a
what?
top recruit.
Guess what happens? If CU lands him, you know some receivers gonna pull up.
Immediately.
You talking about Makai Lemon and Branch? You
I
talking
ain't
about them
said nothing
two?
about nothing. I said
But guess
if he
that's
I said
hypothetical.
if I know I'm saying if that's what I'm saying if you hear the word if hypothetically he comes on a visit the 3rd through the 7th of January and he commits to Colorado. Not saying he is, but if he commits to Colorado, expect some receivers to gonna come with him.
That's not happening though. He going to Ohio State or LSU.
Imagine if Makai Nelson took a visit to CU. That'd be like the biggest story, damn near of the offseason.
I would feel conflicted
He said I would feel conflicted.
Why be? Why be? Why you gonna be conflicted, bro?
because I want to see Colorado win. But come on, man, like poaching my players, dog. Like
We're not poaching y'all. We're not poaching your players, bro. You coach in the league probably, and y'all probably downswing. I'm just keeping it a buck unless y'all can go get the thug. And we need 100 million to come to California or better.
then you won't have no choice but to love CU. You hear me? Back up out here.
man, I already love CU, man.
I do
But
got it on good
Man,
authority that he
if
wants to take it
Malachi
back.
Nelson go up there, man, see you ain't gonna know how to what to make their mind up on it.
they
Do
don't
they
even
want
need
Bryce
because
Underwood? Do they want
look,
Bryce Underwood or do they
yeah,
want the
Malachi
Hill
Nelson.
kid from
So
Georgia?
I'm
give
not
me
saying he's gonna
Underwood
commit,
over
y'all. I'm
Nelson.
saying
Give
he's
me
gonna commit.
Underwood.
I'm saying look out for a visit in the next couple weeks. I got on good authority that he'll probably end up taking a visit on the next couple weeks. Now
Bro,
he
why
still
Who's
y'all?
might
that?
end up going to Ohio State like Beasley said, because Ohio State is a favorite. But I heard that he wants to go look to see you.
I think Ohio State the favorite because he walk in there and start, and they need a starting quarterback
Who,
bad.
Malachi Nelson?
And he gonna be
Yeah,
playing with all them five
it'll be
star
Yeah,
I
receivers.
thought
Nelson.
the
it'll
Aaron
Yeah,
Nolan kid was going up there though.
If Malachi
he
Nelson
is.
go, Aaron Nolan gonna sit on the bench. Well, they gonna roll it out, but he gonna end up sitting on the bench.
Man.
it
But
don't
see,
really matter.
Do you know where Malachi Nelson from?
Florida State
He
will
from
be trying to get.
California. We produce the best quarterbacks in the world.
Hey,
Period.
hold on, bro, hold on, cause Texas put out hell of quarterbacks too. You
You ain't
tripping?
nowhere near. We got
What,
Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, bro. What do
bro?
you
We
finna say?
oh,
What are you
what is
finna say? We
that?
got Tom
What,
Brady and Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Lamar in the live. Lamar
Give
Lamar?
me Underwood.
from the
What?
South.
Man,
He's from Florida.
Give
Come
me
on, bro.
Underwood. Aaron
So
Nolan is better than
wait,
Nelson.
time. He just said Lamar. So
they
y'all
got
produce
they
running
got
back?
stats. All you gotta do is look up the stats and see what state put out the most Hall of Fame quarterbacks or the
It
It's gonna
or
really
the
be
do.
us.
He
best
ain't lying.
It's
quarterbacks the
gonna
He
be
ain't
past
it's
lying.
10
gonna be
years.
California. It's gonna be
It might
And
be.
we
California.
talking
It
about
might be
and we
Cali.
ain't talking
Cali
about
do
quarterbacks,
produce a lot of 5-star
but
kids.
we ain't talking about a lot of flops either. We ain't talking about 5 years and up out of
We
there or
don't
I
injury
was about
prone.
to
We
say
talking
that
flops.
about
too,
We
guys
don't
that's,
see
LG.
that's
flops.
10,
We got
10 plus
CJ
years
Stroud,
and Hall of Famers.
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. CJ Stroud is on that trajectory, and there's a lot more dudes I'm just not thinking
But I
of
mean,
right now.
but right now NFL, how many guys are from California that's starting right now? This California
Jared
quarterback.
Goff, Aaron Rodgers was starting. CJ Stroud. Hold on. Y'all laughing at Jared Goff? Are you laughing at Jared Goff? You don't watch.
Yeah,
You don't watch NFL.
I
You
mean,
don't watch
we
Come
like
NFL.
it.
on, man.
We like
Name them off. Name them off. You just said.
we like it. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, B.
Bryce Young,
Jared Goff,
CJ Stroud.
Bryce Young.
Next year, the Heisman winner, Jaden Daniels. But we got a lot of players, man. We produce at quarterback. That's for sure. We produce
That's
at
it.
quarterback.
That is it. Everything else comes from the
Yeah,
side.
I don't really
Y'all can have
hear
the
like there
quarterback.
big names quarterbacks coming out of Cali like that, man. I know. I know Texas we put out hella quarterbacks, bro.
Wait, time out. You know that there's like 4 starting quarterbacks in the league right now from California, right? Bryce Young, Jared Goff, C.J. Stroud, Aaron Rodgers, and I think I'm missing one more person. There's like one more person from California that plays
Jared
quarterback.
Goff.
Is it Derek Carr?
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Well,
Oh, he is.
Yeah, Derek Carr from Cali.
Yeah.
yeah, he hot trash. He hot trash.
Damn.
He is
All
trash
right.
talking.
Like,
All right, y'all, man. It's been real, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Get up in that algorithm, man. Keep this thing flowing. If you're new to the
All
channel,
right,
man,
Rob.
hit that subscribe button for me, man. Let me know, man. Hit that subscribe button, man, if you're new to the channel, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Y'all know it's always, man, it's nothing but love, man. And we're just gonna keep this thing going up to another level, man. We're on the road to 5K. Hey, listen, we here. We're gonna keep this thing moving. I'm gonna try to bring something, new to the platform going into this new year. So be on the lookout because we definitely gonna have another show that we're gonna drop. I'm gonna drop on the channel, whether I'm involved or not involved. There's gonna be a show that's gonna come to the channel. So man, y'all be on the lookout because I do got some things in the work of what I'm finna do to take this platform to a different level, man. Appreciate you guys for always coming in and rocking with your boy. But man, if you ain't subscribed, man, hit that subscribe button, man. Let's run it up, man. Smash that like button. Let's get to over 400 likes today, man. Once again, man, appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is Raw Man Media, baby. Back with another. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You gots to be awake. Cause baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is what we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn thing.